It's time for Mount Vernon Rams football from WMIX Sports. Rams football on WMIX and the free Section 618 app is powered by People's National Bank. Watch most games on the WMIX Sports YouTube channel, thanks to Allstate agent Paul Shields. Mount Vernon Rams football is also presented in part by Munkin Toyota, Country Financial Agent Josh Finley, the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, Hewley & Newell Funeral Homes, Michael Croshan, Edward Jones, Heritage Woods of Mount Vernon, State Farm Agent Tony Wilt, the Egyptian Spine Clinic, Walgreens Distribution Center, Culver's of Mount Vernon, SSM Health Good Samaritan Hospital, Bean Insurance, Casaraya Mexican Restaurant, SI Tile and Carpet Supply, Mount Vernon Quick Lube, Hannigan and McGovern Attorneys at Law, Joe's Pizza and Pasta, Hall Insurance Group, and Landers Collision Centers of Mount Vernon. We take you to the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth for the Landers Collision Center pregame show. Mount Vernon Rams football starts now.
One final time this regular season, the Mount Vernon Rams will kick it off, and tonight it's at Public School Stadium in Alton, Illinois. Good evening, I'm Chris Hugo. Tyler Williams alongside Jeff Crow with us in the Orthopedic Center broadcast booth. Natalie Warren, Sawyer Overstreet back at the Mount Vernon studio tonight as the Mount Vernon Rams try to wrap up their season with a 4-5 record if they can get a win over the 1-7 Alton Redbirds. Again, Tyler, for the Rams, we talk about it. I got into it briefly with Coach Minks before I realized I hadn't hit record. Last week's loss against Centralia, probably the one game this season the Rams weren't in, heading in deep into the third and into the fourth quarters, and it ends up as disappointment. Of course, it ends up as ending their chances of a playoff run. And so for this Rams team, just trying to shake that off here tonight.
Yeah, just shake it off and go into something, go in with a little momentum going into next year. You know, get back right. A lot of underclassmen on this team, as we talked about all year, and just get some momentum for those guys going into the next football season.
Absolutely. Some key seniors, of course, will unfortunately wear this Ram uniform for the last time. But some of these juniors and a lot of these key players that have been sophomores and freshmen, we can't wait to see them back a year from now. It wasn't all lost for the Rams last week. Of course, that passing defense stepped up in a big way, allowing only 21 passing yards to the Orphans. However, it was the running game that propelled the Orphans to the win, Tyler, and in doing so, they will more than likely head to the postseason. Even if they lose to Effingham tonight, they should have the playoff points. But there will be 256 teams get into the postseason this year, as always. And unfortunately for the Mount Vernon Rams, I know there's been some discussion around the community. Oh, it looks like the Rams might get in at 4-5. That is probably not going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, just from the looks of it now, it's probably not going to happen. I mean, seeing crazier things happen, but I wouldn't be banking on it for this year, for this season at least.
Nope. In fact, there look to be, as of most recent projections, some 5-4 teams will not get in if they do not have enough playoff points. We do talk to Mount Vernon Rams football coach Dan Mings here on your Landers Towing and Collision Center's pregame. Whether it be collision repair, camper and trailer repair, towing, or heavy collision repair, Landers is here for you. Call 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS. We're going to take a quick break on this Landers Towing and Collision Center's pregame. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Do you have a check that needs deposited and don't have time to make a trip to the bank? No problem. With Mobile Deposit at People's National Bank, just snap a picture of the check with your smartphone, and with a couple of clicks, it's deposited into your account. Depositing a check with a PNB 2Go mobile banking app is just that easy. Just tap, snap, and deposit. Plus, it's free. Download the PNB 2Go mobile banking app today to get started. People's National Bank. We make banking easy. Member FDIC. Wireless or service fees may apply.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like to check the propane tank on your grill first before hosting a tailgate.
Let's fire up. Here, let me try. Seriously? You didn't check the propane? Who wants chips?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Salt and vinegar?
You're in good hands with Allstate.
Contact Mount Vernon's Allstate agent, Paul Shields, today.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
If you are looking for a new career, Walgreens Distribution Center in Mount Vernon is hiring. Walgreens offers an excellent benefits package, competitive pay, on-site health clinic, 401k, performance bonus bonuses, full-time employment, salaried positions, and even build your own schedule options. Plus, they have walk-in Wednesdays every Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. No appointment necessary. Walgreens is an equal opportunity employer and welcomes individuals with diverse talents and backgrounds. Walgreens promotes and supports a drug-free workplace.
Back to the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth. This is Mount Vernon Rams football on WMIX.
Welcome back on your Landers Towing and Collision Center's pregame show. Chris Hugo with you from the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth on 94.1 WMIX. And it's kind of funny how technology is. And when it works, it's phenomenal. When it doesn't work, it's not so good. And when it's human error, that makes it even worse. So this is our interview with Mount Vernon Rams football coach Dan Mings. Unfortunately, yours truly had forgotten that he had already pressed the record button about 5 minutes before calling coach and accidentally pressed pause during the first part of the interview. I didn't realize it until it was way too late, or I would have started over. But we appreciate Coach Mings for joining us. We unfortunately didn't get much of the talk on Centralia and how that all went and his thoughts on that. But there were definitely some bright spots in that Centralia loss, although I know at the end of the day, it was just kind of a reflection on youth versus injury and health and things of that nature. They did a great job stopping the pass. They wanted to rally against the run, and unfortunately it was the run that got the Orphans the win. But here is that interview with Mount Vernon Rams football coach Dan Mings in progress, talking about the Alton Redbirds tonight.
Just a lack of effort, I guess. So, when we go into Alton, and I'm trying to turn the page as much as anybody else, but when we go into Alton, they play Eastside and they play Edwardsville. They play two of the top teams in the state that's in their conference. And then they play a number one ranked team in the state, Belleville Alton. So their competition is phenomenal. And they finally won a game, and I say that, but that schedule, that's a big deal. That really is a big deal. So I'm going to tell you, they're a good football team this year. They're not what they were last year, because last year they were where we're at now. They were playing a lot of sophomores and first-year players, and this year those kids are back. And they sort of bought into what the coach was asking to do. And looking at them on film, I think they're better than Centralia. Just to be honest with you, I do. So we have that work ahead of us, coming into a week, not where we're necessarily licking our wounds, but I just don't know, where the kids are at right now. So it's going to be an uphill fight, I guarantee you that.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, when you talk about Alton, and it's easy to look at the record and be extremely dismissive as we're talking, and Eastside, Edwardsville, and that one goes down to the wire last week, and you're talking about having to play them every year. And O'Fallon just happens to be a little bit on a down streak right now. They get the win there last week, but I mean, you play Triad tough, a Triad team that's 7-1. Going into week 9, and probably one of the toughest schedules you'll ever have to face. Of course, anybody in the Southwestern Conference, but when you talk about Althoff, Quincy, and Triad, especially non-conference, and now the Mount Vernon Rams, this is granted an Alton team not going to make the playoffs, obviously with only one win, but already 49 playoff points. I mean, that's a tough schedule, and so this is a tested team tonight.
That's an impressive schedule. I mean, when you look at what Quincy is right now, and Edwardsville, and Eastside, and Belleville Altoff, and all those guys that they're playing. 49 wins is what their opponents have, and I mean, we're at 40, or whatever. So I mean, we play a good schedule too, but the schedule they play, it's literally murderer's row. So for them to be out and be competitive and bust off big plays versus Quincy, they busted off big plays versus Eastside. Eastside kept them out of the end zone, but they busted off, 2 or 3 plays over 50 yards on East St. Louis. So they're more than capable. I mean, our kids know the plan. It's just going out and executing it. And again, whether this is a W, whether it's not, at this point in the season, that's not even relevant. It's, do you have enough inside you to go out and play as hard as you can? And I know that I'm going to, take those thoughts into the off season, and it's going to be a long off season unless I can get those thoughts out of my head, because right now they need to respond. Mount Vernon football kids need to respond with great effort. And it's, like I say, a win or a loss to me at this point doesn't matter. But doggone it, we need to go out. We need to play hard. So that's what we got to see.
Yeah, because, I mean, worst case scenario, if it is a loss tonight, there's a huge difference between losing, say, 35-7 and just not giving any effort whatsoever, and losing 35-7. And I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. That's not a prediction at all. And losing 35-7, and then you've got kids that left it all out there. Completely different situation.
Absolutely. If they leave it out there, we're going to take whatever result it is, just like we have all year, and try to grow from it. If they do that, if they will leave everything out there, and a lot, it just, and I grew up, still dragging the dirt. I've always been a line guy and always will be. And I just think that the line of scrimmage, man, if you can do what you need to do on the line of scrimmage, you're going to win a heck of a lot of football games. And so it's going to come down to that again. If we can hold our own on the line of scrimmage, and we can put a little pressure and do the things that we're capable of. Not anything, I don't want to Herculean effort, I don't want to, do something that we're not capable of doing. But if we go out and we just do what we're asked to do on the line of scrimmage, I think, we do have a chance in it. If we don't, I'm telling you right now, we do not have a chance at all if we don't do it on the line of scrimmage.
No doubt. And, going into tonight, the Alton Redbirds, of course, but something we haven't really gotten to talk a lot about throughout the year, and I know there's been some ups and downs here, too, is the underclass system. And I know you guys have had to cancel quite a few games due to opponents and things like that. But how has the underclass performed so far? I know most of them are on the varsity field, it seems like, but I know we still had some freshmen in JV throughout the year.
Well, most of them are on the varsity, so that means they would have to play 2 games a week. So we've had a lot of cancellations due to, either our lack of numbers or the other team's lack of numbers. It just is what that part of it is. But, they've been successful. They've actually looked pretty impressive in the games that I've been able to watch, the home games and then the close games for the underclass. So, that part of it is going to be okay. And they did learn some things, and hopefully they become productive members of our varsity next season. But yeah, we put that one to bed with the win over Centralia, and we feel good about the intensity that those kids played with.
No doubt, and from not being able to see most of the games, JFL, of course, there's been a lot of success in the junior high level too. Looking forward to a lot of those 8th graders coming in next year. You lose some seniors, but I know that the record, and people who record watch, and that drives me insane, the win-loss record, aren't going to see this maybe as a successful season. But there is a lot to build upon going into 2025, especially with the way the youth have been playing. And so I know maybe not, the sound of my voice doesn't indicate that. I'm just not a morning person anymore right now, obviously recorded on a Thursday morning. But for me, a lot to look forward to moving forward with Mount Vernon Rams football.
Well, there's not a doubt about that. There's not. But when you get a taste of not doing well, sometimes you can't get out of that funk. So hopefully these kids, and we will push that as coaches as well. This has been a very, very successful season for us. It truly has. So it's going to come down to if the kids believe in themselves and they understand what they've actually done. That's going to be the biggest thing for us is in the off season, sort of putting this one to bed and helping these kids develop and become what they're supposed to become. Because if they do, if they become who they're supposed to become and who we think that they will become, we're going to be very good down the road. I really think we're going to be very good. But, there's some things that have to be corrected in the off season, and we'll start working on that, Saturday.
Yeah, no doubt. And just to give you an indication of how much better I feel about the state of the program. And I'm one person, and I know that my opinion doesn't carry a lot of weight. But for a while there, Dan, I'm not going to lie to you, you weren't here. And so, I usually had a Florida vacation plan from the Saturday after week 9, usually a week-long vacation. Now I don't plan anything in my life, not only these 9 Friday nights, but every Saturday until Thanksgiving. I do not plan anything because that is how excited I am as to where this program's headed. And I'm not saying that a state title is looming. Please don't think I'm putting that target on your back, but it's just nice to be able to have that mentality of, oh yeah, I don't need to necessarily plan anything because there could be a playoff run in there. In the past 2 years, we've had that, and I for one love it, and I'm glad you're here.
And that's what we want, and I'm probably here this time as long as they'll have me. I don't have any designs on doing anything else but trying to grow Mount Vernon football and love on Mount Vernon football and, those types of things. So, I do appreciate that. And it's something that, if people would understand maybe the incredible amount of hours that the coaching staff has put in to help these kids and the hours that these kids put in. We're happy with what's actually what happened because of how hard these kids have worked to get here. And, you say, 3 or 4 wins. But if they hadn't have done that, and they hadn't learned and they hadn't put all the hours in, it wouldn't have been this type of a blessing,
Sure.
And actually that's what it has been. But, it's just, everybody says, the end of the season's bittersweet. No, it's just bitter. It just is. There's no sweet part to it. I'm never ready for it to be over, and I'm never ready, for my seniors to leave. So, hopefully we can go out with these seniors getting another win under their belt because they've won a lot of games here in the last 3 years, So hopefully, everybody gets to leave with a good taste in their mouth in this offseason.
Amen to that. Coach, obviously, best of luck tonight. Let's go get that dub against the Alton Redbirds.
We're going to give it a try. Thanks.
Amen. There you go. My guy, Mount Vernon Rams football coach Dan Mings, looking for that win tonight against the Alton Redbirds. And I think he voiced a lot of that perfectly. And, of course, some technical issues previously in the interview. We do apologize for that. But I'm looking forward to kickoff. Coming up at the top of the hour, 94.1 WMIX and the WMIX Sports YouTube. Hopefully, of course, this is pre-recorded on Thursday. But, very much looking forward to what's to come tonight. And hopefully you can watch it on the WMIX Sports YouTube channel. All right, more to come here on your Landers Towing and Collision Center's pregame show. We will get to your Hall Insurance Group starting lineups. We'll also have your Heritage Woods of Mount Vernon officials of the game and your Monken Toyota keys of the game. It's all straight ahead, 94.1 WMIX. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Landers Towing and Collision Centers of Mount Vernon and Salem is one of only 22% of shops in the nation designated Gold Class by ICAR.
Landers Towing and Collision Center of Mount Vernon has a new state-of-the-art facility located on Route 37 South.
Landers has the muscle to tackle any repair challenge.
In time of need, Landers can tow any size vehicle, any time of day, 7 days a week. Call 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS.
Located on Mills Cart Road in Salem and Route 37 South in Mount Vernon, Landers Towing and Collision Centers.
When you are injured or in pain, the last thing you want to do is wait in the ER. For those times, you don't necessarily need the emergency room. Come to Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, Ortho Express, open Monday through Friday from 8 until 4 at 4121 Veterans Memorial Drive in Mount Vernon. Get highly trained physician assistants and nurse practitioners providing the care you need quickly and with savings of up to 80% compared to the ER. Call the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois at 618-242-3778 or visit them online at orthocenter-si.com.
Heritage Woods of Mount Vernon is the premier assisted living facility focused on providing accommodations that reflect love, compassion, and dignity. We offer beautiful private apartments, restaurant-style dining, 24/7 assistance, medication reminders, transportation, and fun. Relax and unwind on the patio. Socialize with friends and neighbors. Enjoy live entertainment, shopping trips, on-site events, and more. Come on in and start living again because life is good at the Woods. Call to schedule your private tour at Heritage Woods of Mount Vernon, 618-241-9518.
This is Mount Vernon Rams football, powered by People's National Bank.
Back at Public School Stadium here in Alton, Chris Hugo, Tyler Williams alongside from the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth. Absolutely stoked to be here on 94.1 WMIX. watching live on the WMIX Sports YouTube. And in case you're wondering, okay, in the interview, how were you not sure that video tonight? Well, we didn't know until we got here. We're actually outside tonight. We didn't know if we'd have an angle. We didn't know if we would have reliable enough cellular data speeds. But thankfully, we do here tonight. Landers Towing and Collision Center's brand new location just south of Mount Vernon. Still technically in the city limits, Highway 37 South, Benton Road. You have to see it to believe it. Landers Towing and Collision Centers. Big or small, Landers tows and fixes them all. Call 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS. And, of course, Tyler, disappointing last week. There's no denying that. It'll end up as a disappointing finish to the season, all things considered. But for this Ram team tonight, point of pride. Can get a win, go out 4-5. Get a win over a team that's going to be bigger, maybe a little bit more athletic, and a little banged up coming into tonight as well, but just going to have to shake all that off and play hard.
Yeah, I mean, just kind of what Coach Ming said. It's like you got to come in here and you can't lay down and quit. You know, you can't lay down and quit and just and lose. Really, is what kind of the message was. You know, if we lose and you know we fight hard, I think that's one thing. But if we come in here and kind of lay down a little bit, I think that'll be telling for Coach Ming's going forward. And you don't want that. You know, going from an example, you know, Florida State last year, 13-0, didn't make the college football playoff. You know, kind of mailed it in their bowl game. This year, I think that culture is kind of leaked over, and you don't want that if you're the Mount Vernon Rams football team.
Oh, no, laying down right now. Of course, we're going to have to stand to honor America here from Alton. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
I'm Michael Croshen, your Mount Vernon Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement that our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Michael Croshen of Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Mount Vernon Rams on WMIX. Call 618-244-5990 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Hi, I'm Marty with Huey and Newell Funeral Homes. No one wants to stay where the pain is. Our natural instinct is to fix it or make it go away. There are some kinds of pain that never completely leave. They can, however, change over time. We're here to help your family begin a healing process and to help you see there's light that shines through the darkness. We are Huey and Newell Funeral Homes, showing compassion and helping others find hope now and many years to come.
I'm at the movies, asking people if they'll switch seats with me for $574.
Here, take mine.
So what about $574 if you switch your home insurance to Allstate?
Too much work.
Not if you call them. They handle the switching.
Now, that's a plot twist.
Shh. Check Allstate first, and you could save hundreds on quality home insurance today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Contact Mount Vernon's Allstate agent, Paul Shields, today.
Not available in every state. Based on the national average annual savings for new home insurance customers surveyed in 2023 who switched to Allstate and reported savings. Savings vary.
Back to Mount Vernon Rams football, powered by People's National Bank.
Back on 94.1 WMIX, and you're watching live WMIX Sports YouTube tonight. Regular season finale for the Mount Vernon Rams on the road here in Alton. As we continue on this Landers Towing and Collision Center's pregame show, pretty well feel like we're on the sidelines as we are out in the elements tonight here in Alton. Have a pretty good view of tonight's game. Tyler, for this Ram team, we talked about it. No laying down, play hard, give it your all, and go out a winner here tonight. And kind of had to interrupt your point there to go to the national anthem, but for this Ram team, no reason not to be them, no reason not to get a win tonight.
No, absolutely. I mean, no reason to come in here and just give it your all. And I think, you know, Ram fans and the coaching staff will be happy either way.
There we go. Let's see. Probably going to be easiest to go ahead and take our final break of this Landers Towing and Collision Center's pregame. We'll come back. We'll get you everything we promised before. The Hall Insurance Group starting lineups, the Heritage Woods of Mount Vernon officials of the game, and the Munkin Toyota keys to the game. It's all straight ahead. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois welcomes Natasha Rhodes, nurse practitioner, to their staff. Natasha specializes in orthopedics with special interest in spine and is accepting new patients. Her clinical experience lies in neurosurgery with concentration on adult geriatric primary care. Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois is changing the face of back and neck care by providing comprehensive treatment with a personal approach. Visit orthocenter-si.com or call 618-242-3778.
Ready to take the road less traveled? Hi, this is Chris Wilson at Monken Toyota in Mount Vernon. We have 8 brand new 2024 Toyota Tacomas in stock and ready for adventure. Choose from the rugged SR5, the sporty TRD Sport, the refined Limited, or the off-road powerhouse TRD Off-Road. Right now, get an incredible 5.9% financing for 60 months, plus discounts up to $3,000 on select models. Visit Monken Toyota just off the interstate in Mount Vernon today, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. MonkenToyotaMountVernon.com.
Stop searching for your own insurance. You have too much on your plate. Just one call to Hall Insurance, and they'll find the best coverage for your needs. Whether it's home, auto, renters, boat, motorcycle, your business, whatever you need coverage on, they'll do the work for you. Then call you back with a quote, most times in the same day. Call 618-244-7500 or visit HallInsGroup.com. Hall Insurance Group, your independent insurance agency in Mount Vernon. HallInsGroup.com.
Follow us on social media at WMIX Sports. This is Mount Vernon Rams football.
Almost game time here in Alton. We're back in the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth. Chris Hugo, Tyler Williams alongside as we're going to go ahead and get started a little earlier, it appears. The Rams are set to kick off here in Alton. It's 2024 finale here. The 3-5 Mount Vernon Rams, the 1-7 Alton Redbirds. Of course, the Redbirds beat O'Fallon last week for their only win. Rams lost to Centralia. Speaking of Week 9 action, of course, you have the Rams here at Alton. You have the 5-3 Centralia Orphans and the 4-4 Effingham Flaming Hearts. Mattoon is, I think, 2-5, 3-5 headed to Marion tonight. Marion, of course, trying to solidify their postseason chances. Carbondale's at Mascoutah. Collinsville trying to get into the playoffs. They have a 7-1 triad team on the road. Meanwhile, the Cahokia Comanches are at Sycamore. Good luck with that.
Yeah, that'll be a good game.
Sycamore, of course, Interstate 8. And I believe Sycamore last week had Morris, if that gives you any indication of the Interstate 8 conference. Plano Reapers, of course, also in that conference, as well as they're set for kickoff here in Alton. Chris Hugo, Tyler Williams alongside Jeff Crow taking care of the camera tonight. In the Orthopedic Center broadcast with all the action is presented by People's National Bank. Video courtesy of Paul Shields, your Mount Vernon All-State agent. We'll get to those Hall Insurance Group starting lineups in just a moment. Keys to the game tonight, Tyler, I think just the biggest key is play hard. We've said it time and time again, play hard, don't lay down.
Absolutely. You know, line of scrimmage was another thing Coach Meeks talked about. So just play good, play with intensity on the line of scrimmage, and play hard.
There we go. Keys to the game presented by Monken Toyota. MonkenToyotaMountVernon.com. Home of Toyota Care. It's where peace of mind comes standard. 2 years or 25,000 miles. The Truman Car 9 set to kick off. There it is, and it'll be an onside kick, trying to catch them off guard. It gets past midfield. Did he pull a Pat McAfee?
I think he did.
Truman Carnine pulled the Pat McAfee and totally recovered his own onside kick.
Pat McAfee, bring it back.
Let's go. Let's watch that one again. Here is the Carnine onside kick. He fooled everybody. He fooled the Alton Redbirds. He fooled Jeff Crow. He got him. Got him, and he recovered it. And so the Rams will have it 1st and 10 from the Alton 49-yard line. So you got to be on your toes in a game like this, and the Mount Vernon Rams certainly were, even though the rest of us were not. As we'll look for the Walgreens Distribution Center first score of the quarter here, where will it come from? We're at the 49-yard line right now. We'll get to the Rams starting offense here in just a moment. As the handoff will be going to Jay Sean Staples. Needs just 8 yards to get to 1,000 for the season. He may have just picked up one here as he gets to the 48-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 9 for the Rams. So one play, 1 yard. And away we go. Don't waste your time. Let Hall Insurance do the shopping for you. Go to HallInsGroup.com. Get a quote fast. Rams offensively have Malachi Mays at quarterback. The receivers tonight should be Ty Pierce and Nolan Mast. Your backs, Jay Sean Staples, Charlie Shoup, your tight end. And then we'll get to the offensive line as we can. Those Hall Insurance Group starters. Going to the right side now, Jay Sean. Should be closer to 1,000 this time, down to the 45. That's a gain of just 3. He needs, I believe, 4 yards to do it. He's at 996 unofficially for the season, and that'll bring up 3rd down and about 5 for the Rams.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to capitalize on that opening onside kick. I mean, you just got to capitalize, get this first down, keep the chains moving.
Brand new video board scoreboard here from Alton, and they're still trying to, I believe, learn it and work out some of the kinks. 3rd and 7, they say. It should be about 3rd and 5. Ball on the 45-yard line. The Rams will go 2 to the right. Staples going to stretch it left. He's got to bounce off of that end and barely gets back to the original line of scrimmage. So for all of that trickery on the onside kick and recovery, it'll bring up 4th and 5 now on the no gain for the Rams here with 10:30 remaining in the first. Oh, baby.
Looks like we may be going for it. It's kind of the area where analytics say go for it.
I think you kind of have to when you do an onside kick to open things up. Our next Ram broadcast will actually be Monday, November. No, it won't. It'll be Wednesday, November the 27th, or it could be Tuesday the 26th. How about I just wait and look it up and then promote it? So right now we're at the beginning of a Rams football broadcast. Ooh, baby. One to the right side here for Malachi Mays out of the gun. Ja'Shawn Staples the back to his right with 9:55 to play in the first. It'll be a 4th down and 5 play. And a reverse coming to the right side. There's Jack Kessler on the run. He's to the 40, 35, getting to the 30. Looking for the near sideline, 25, 20, 15. Pushed down out of bounds, 30-yard run for Kessler. And that'll get the Rams moving those chains.
Yeah, I mean, that's just he, like you said, he makes Coffee nervous. He took off and got good chunk yardage for that first down for the Rams.
Big run there by Kessler. I was so excited I forgot to hit capture replay. My apologies to the Kessler family. 9:42 remaining first quarter. It is 1st and 10 for the Rams. It'll actually be on the 14, so a gain of 31 yards. We're not going to shortchange Kessler as he gets a 1st and 10 scenario here. 9:38 to play first quarter. Ram quarterback out of the gun, Malachi Mays. They'll go twins left. Single back here. Ja'Shawn Staples still looking for 1,000. As he gets a nice run to the left, and they catch him, trip him up. No, they don't. He will get to the 13, 10, 9. Spot is going to be at the 9. That should be right at 1,000 for Ja'Shawn.
Yeah. He's a part of a crew now that in recent years it's been pretty easy, but it's not that easy to be a 1,000-yard rusher, so congratulations to him.
No doubt. I don't know that I've run for 1,000 yards in 5 years. 9 minutes left, first quarter, no score yet. Rams and Alton here just getting underway. Chris Hugo, Tyler Williams alongside. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois has a long-standing tradition of superior orthopedic care in Mount Vernon. 2nd and 5 now from the 9. As this will be a quick handoff. Nope, it won't. It'll be fake, and Malachi's got to fall for it. I think he was able to lean forward to about the 11, and that'll end up as just a loss of 2.
Yeah, they sniffed that out pretty quickly.
Rams are threatening here. Just past the top of the hour. This is WMIX-FM, Mount Vernon, Marion, all of Southern Illinois. A free service from Withers Broadcasting as we have our first time out of the night. Presented by SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital. Advanced care close to home in the King City. SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital presents this timeout.
Mount Vernon timeout, by the way, just in case you want to know that.
Did not get the officials, and I missed the first name over the PA, but our officials for tonight would traditionally be sponsored by Heritage Woods of Mount Vernon. We appreciate them hopping aboard the broadcast this year, as the Rams did take this first time out here. Oh, boy. What a view here in Alton. Yeah. We certainly appreciate their hospitality. We've been in communication since probably about week 5, just to make sure that we're able to stream video everywhere this year. And this is the first time in a long time we've been able to stream all 9 football games. Coming out of COVID, it was the NFHS Network exclusivity, which we have since worked to defeat in the regular season. Then, games at Centralia every other year that we can't stream from there. So very thankful for all the places we visited that allowed us to stream. We almost ran into a roadblock in Ohio, but then their people backed out on them, and they learned why local people matter, and they let us do video there. So here we go. Bragging over. It'll be 3rd and 7 from the 10 here for the Rams as they will send Pierce and Mass over to the right side. It'll be Malachi out of the gun. Staples still his back. Ball on the 10. It'll be to the left side again for Ja'Shawn. Nice block up the left side. He'll get inside the 5-yard line, leaning forward toward the 2. We'll see if he has a first down. It's right about the 3, so we're going to see where this goes. Of course, the chains are on the near sideline, and they're going to show 1st and goal. So that'll be about a 7-yard run for Ja'Shawn Staples.
That was a great block. I didn't see the number. I think it might have been Christian Taylor that block. It ended up being a pancake at the end of it. Kind of took him for a ride a little bit, but great block by him.
So first and goal from the 2, they'll say. So actually an 8-yard gain for Jay Sean Staples over the 1,000-yard plateau for the season. And they will send Pierce to the right, Mass to the left. Staples now right of the back, quarterback, Malachi Mays. First and goal from the 2-yard line. What will they do? They will go Malachi on the quarterback keeper, and he will lean forward and get to the 1 for a yard gain. It'll be second and goal.
Yeah, he kind of got hit low there. That was tough yardage to get there when you get hit like that.
Walgreens Distribution Center's new Build Your Own schedule is great for anyone that would like to come out of retirement looking to supplement their income. Also great for moms with busy schedules. Walgreens, of course, an equal opportunity employer. Looking for that Walgreens Distribution Center first score of the quarter. Second and goal from the 1-yard line. We hit the 7:45 mark here in the first. From Alton, we're at Public Schools Stadium. That's right, there's 2 football stadiums here, one for Marquette Catholic High School, and this one is Public Schools Stadium. It's going to be another quarterback keeper for Malachi, and Mays is going to be just short again, no gain. Third and goal from the 1. We'll see which number they dial this time here on the third and goal play from the 1. Video streaming made possible by your Allstate insurance agent, Paul Shields. Call Paul for a free quote, 618-241-0551. So third and goal now. Same formation here for the Rams out of the gun for the senior quarterback, Malachi Mays. And now he will go under center and finally get around off of the left side. Second effort gets him into the end zone. It'll be 6-0 Rams here on a SI Tile and Carpet Supply touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, that's just pretty simple quarterback sneak. Had an extra effort there to finally get across the goal line, but good drive by the Mount Vernon Rams. Kind of big play of the drive was Kessler on that 31-yard run to get that first down and that fourth down call. So great drive by the Rams off that onside for opening kickoff.
Without a doubt. Now 6:57 left in the first. It's a 6-0 Ram lead. They'll try the point after here. And, of course, the senior quarterback in his final game gets into the end zone from 1 yard out. It'll be a Truman Carnine kick to try to make it 7-0. And
timeout, Mount Vernon.
The Rams burn a timeout on their point after attempt. Presented by SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital, stamped with the gold seal of approval for quality. Choose SSM Health for your care.
They had 12 men on the field, and they caught it.
That's a problem. That's not good.
Not good. Hey, but at least you caught it.
Caught it in time, in the nick of time. There's some people running behind us. They're going to be surprised when they go through this composite later. Look out. So everybody's back out of the timeout huddle. 6:57 to play in the first. 6-0 Rams on the Malachi Mays 1-yard touchdown run. Trying to make it 7-0 thanks to the leg of Truman Carnine as we await the snap here, which will be held by that senior quarterback, Malachi Mays. Waiting for it. There we go. They got around the edge pretty good, and that one appears
no good
to be no good. Wide left. A rare miss.
I thought that was we don't have the greatest angle, but I thought that was good. But, hey, to each their own.
I was waiting for it because to me it looked like it was outside left. And unfortunately for the Rams, it'll be 6-0 now, and they'll kick off again.
He kicks it so high.
Yes.
He couldn't see the upright where it is in line with the upright.
10.5-degree foot, I guess. Because he's definitely packing a driver.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
goodness.
I think some players and coaches thought that went through, but hey, you know what?
It was tough for me to tell.
Yeah, and we're not at the greatest angle, so I'm not going to say whether it went through or not, but shouldn't be that close, I guess. He's been right down the pipe almost every time. So
typically. And we'll have kickoff here. 6:57 left in the first. In case you're just joining us, Rams get on the board thanks to a Mays 1-yard touchdown run. They just missed the point after attempt. And now we'll kick off for a second time.
A lot of confusion on special teams, it seems like.
Yeah. This time didn't have enough guys on the field. You experience the loss of a loved one, trust Huey Funeral Home to guide you in honoring their life. Huey Funeral Home, there to serve your family with dignity and compassion. HueyFH.com. Kickoff will go out of bounds. This is fist on the table worthy.
Yeah.
First,
yeah.
So the flag will give the Redbirds pretty good field position here, and we'll get a first look at Alton, dressed in red tonight, gray pants, and from here look to be gray helmets, of course. White numerics and lettering for the Redbirds. We'll see the Alton Redbirds this boys basketball season at the SSM Health WMIX Shootout on Saturday, December the 7th. Kobe Taylor will be split to the left here for the Birds. They will work out of the gun with Kanai Lacey split to the right side. Looks like Samaj Stampley, the athlete, is in the right slot, and now they will bring number 13, Brandon Palmer, into the left slot. For the quarterback, Riley Smith, Jr., 5'10", 165. Single back in the backfield, and, of course, it'll be a handoff. Coming to the near side. Good move there at about the 15. Stays on his feet. 45 down to the 40. Now to the other. Take a step back and settle down. Now they're at the 45. As I'm just trying to read the number to figure out who that is. Hassani Elliott. There we go. Gets about 11 on the play.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out numbers too. So
they're tough for me to read.
Yeah, but just broke some tackles and got out to this left side here and got a first down.
So 1st and 10 for the Redbirds. The ball on their own 46-yard line, near hash spot. It'll be Elliott on the carry again, trying to stretch this thing to the right side of the field. Flag in the backfield as he gets to the hash, now midfield to the opposing 47-yard line. It would be a gain of about 8. Let's see what this flag is. Gain of 7 right now.
Holding.
Okay, so that one's coming back. That'll make it 1st and longer with 6:23 left. We're in the first quarter. Here from Public School Stadium in the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth. Appreciate the support of People's National Bank, the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams, here on WMIX. Discover the difference with People's National Bank. From savings accounts to home loans, they provide the solutions you need. Learn more at peoplesnationalbank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. So 1st and forever here for the Redbirds. It'll be on their own 36, 20 yards to go. Here out of the gun will be the quarterback, number 4, Riley Smith. Everybody bunched up there as far as the receivers, and he will go backward and lose the football. Rose will bring him down. Amari Rose at about the 25-yard line, so that could make it about 2nd and 31, depending upon the spot of the football.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, he kind of bobbled the snap, but Amari coming around there and getting him for that sack. Great job by him in pursuit of the ball.
So 2nd and 30 now for the Redbirds. 5:56 left. We're in the first quarter. 6-0 is your Ram lead. Rams will stack that box. And now it'll be Elliott on the carry, going to the right side to about the 30-yard line, now to the 35-40. Brought down to about the 42. Let's see.
About 17.
It's going to be about 17. Just wanting to see what the heck's going on.
A lot of whistles going on. Is there a flag?
Just heard a lot of whistles. So about 17 yards on the ground.
Sideline warning.
Oh, okay. So that'll bring up 3rd and about 13 here for the Redbirds. Big gain there on the ground. 5:38 left, first quarter. Still 6-0. Rams on top if you just tuned in. Out of the gun here for the Redbirds, and a Ram will leave early. That's a free 5 yards. And for the Rams, good effort there by C.J. Hughes Disrow Jr., but he's going to have to lay off a little bit. And that'll make it, let's see, 3rd and 10.
Just use your athleticism. You got speed. There's no reason to jump early.
3rd and 8, my apologies. I'm reading the video board. They're putting, like, they have it right now, but sometimes they're putting the actual yardage marker as far as, like, 3rd and, say, in this case, it'd be 3rd and 47. They have it right now, but it's been a struggle reading it. It's a pretty cool video board, though. Out of the pistol now for Smith, the quarterback. Trips left, and it's just going to be a handoff and a power run right up the middle to the 50, down to about the 48.
I didn't see what number that was.
I didn't either. That was a new back, I think.
Is that number 40?
Yes, sir. They said Andrew Williams, who wears 35, so must be in 40 tonight. And so that's going to be about a 5-yard gain. Just on a power run.
There's a big collision in their middle.
So they're going to go for it on 4th and short, and we have flinching, we have jumping. What's this call going to be? It's going to be false start on the offense, 4th and 8.
Yeah, I thought Mount Vernon had jumped again. I'm not going
I
to lie
did
to you. Yeah, again, we're in this kind of gray area where it's, analytics may say go for it on this 4th down. 4th and 9 or 4th and 8 or whatever, I like not to, but in a game like this, you may go for it.
4th and 8, why not? Ball on the 48-yard line, far hash spot. The Redbirds will work out of the gun. They'll wind the clock. They'll go twins left, one to the right here for Alton. Here in the first quarter, about 4:34 remaining, and this is going to be Elliott on the carry. Goes backward, trying to get past that Ram line, then off at the edge, past midfield, down to about the 47. It'll be a turnover on downs, as he will only get about 4 on the play.
Yeah, it's great containment by the Mount Vernon Rams defense there on the edge.
And so they'll get the ball right back here. 4:27 to play here in the first. Goodness gracious. Which some scores from around the area tonight, presented by Tony Wiltz, your State Farm agent of Mount Vernon. New red State Farm Jeep. Look for it around town. See how you can get to a better state with State Farm, as the Rams are going to try to get on the board again here, looking for another SI Tile and Carpet Supply touchdown. We'll see what they can muster offensively as they have the football back thanks to a turnover on downs. We have Lady Rams volleyball coming your way on Monday from the Heron Regional. You can listen to it on AM 940, 96.5 FM. No video due to the Robo camera exclusivity. Audio only from Heron as they play Marion Monday at 6. This will be a carry. Staples off a sweep to the right, and they're trying to bring him down. They do about the 49, so he battles for a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9 here for the Rams.
I mean, I hate to say it like this, but it's not a secret of what we're trying to do. Staples is going to get the ball a lot. So, with your starting wide receivers not in the game, you're going to have to mix it up just a little bit, maybe.
We'll see what they're able to do here. We drop below the 4-minute mark of the opening quarter. Still 6-0 Rams, their second drive of the game. Pearson Mast will go off to the left side. Out of the gun here for Malachi Mays. His back is Jay Sean Staples. And out of the option, Malachi going to keep it, and he will be hit hard at about the 49 for no gain.
Yeah, that was a big hit.
Speaking of running, congratulations, Rams and Lady Rams Cross Country, South 7 champions. This week's Josh Finley Country Financial Ram of the Week, offering insurance coverage to protect what's most important to you. Call Josh Finley at Country Financial, 618-242-4024, or stop by 814 Harrison in Mount Vernon. It'll be 3rd down here for the Rams, 3rd and 9. We'll drop below the 3-minute mark here on this drive. 6-0 is your Mount Vernon lead. Pearson Mast will traverse off to the left. Staples the back here for Malachi Mays out of the gun. And play action. Running for his life as Mays hit as he throws, and I think...
Is that a fumble?
I don't know. He was coming forward. Either way, it's going to bring up 4th down. It went out of bounds, and the clock has stopped, so that will indeed be an incomplete pass. It'll be 4th down, and the Rams appear as if they're going to punt it away this time with 2:45 to play in the first quarter.
Seems like they're really stacking that line and sending the blitz. They're really playing the run. Mays got smoked on that one.
He did. Casaraya's menu has a wide variety of flavorful options, from a traditional ribeye to sizzling fajitas. Have an unforgettable experience at Casaraya, 3106 Broadway.
Casaraya. Sounds good right now.
It does. So Carnine on to punt. Return man here for the Redbirds at about the 19-yard line, taking a step backward. It is Stampley, and here comes the boot from Carnine. Stampley will run up to the 20 to let it hop. And now he is going to go ahead and pick it up at about the 5. Looking to go to the right side. He's going to direct traffic. Now a nice move there on the far hash. He gets to the 20-yard line where he's brought down. Actually closer to the 18-19. If they give him the 19, it ends up as no harm, no foul, because it bounced about the 20 and it was going to go backwards. So it doesn't always work out, but it did that time.
Yeah, it doesn't always work out, but it was a great punt by Truman there. So
it'll be 1st and 10 Redbirds here. Of course, if you've been hurt on the job, call Hannigan and McGovern, 618-241-9251. Experience you can count on, a reputation you can trust. 2:24 left, first quarter. Chris Hugo, Tyler Williams alongside Jeff Crow with us in the Orthopedic Center broadcast booth. Natalie Warren, Sawyer Overstreet back at the Mount Vernon studio tonight. And now a quick pass to the right side. That is going to be complete to Stampley, and he is going to be brought down near the 25, and we have a flag.
I think it might have been a face mask.
Sometimes that's the only way you can bring those guys down. Good way to break a finger, too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to turn a 6-yard pass into a much longer completion. All right. First and 10 here for the Redbirds from the
false start.
Somewhere else. This one's moving backward.
Offside, false start, offense, moving it back 5.
Just like that, it'll be first and 15 as this one moves back to about the 32-yard line here for the Redbirds. And this is not the most aesthetically pleasing game that we've seen, but it's the one that's in front of us. It's the one we're going to broadcast, and right now it's going to be first and 15 as we drop below the 2-minute mark with Stampley in motion left to right. Smith looking downfield and over the middle. That one was almost picked off by Malachi Mays. And he ran into his own guy on defense, and I think that kind of prevented him from making the full grab. And so that'll be incomplete, 2nd and 15.
Yeah, I mean, just right across the middle. I thought Mays had a chance at it, but it's just a lot of bodies in there. Popped it up, ball went on the ground, incomplete pass.
Quick Tony Wilt State Farm scoreboard. Marion leads Mattoon 14-7. 2:49 left in the first quarter. Elsewhere after one, Benton leading Harrisburg 7-zip. So the winner, the winner of that one gets in for sure with a win at 6-3. Quick handoff here out of the backfield will be to Elliott. Hassani Elliott rolling to the right side, and it'll be brought down shy of the 35.
15, Elliott on the carry.
Maybe a gain of 2.
Yeah, it was a great tackle by Nesbitt on the far side there. Great one-on-one tackle.
Of course, Hall Insurance Group, night in, night out, presents our starting lineups. Let Hall Insurance Group shop for you. Call 618-244-7500 or go to hallinsgroup.com. Third down and long. Third about 13 here for the Redbirds. Play action. To the right side will go Smith. He will be snagged a little bit by the jersey and then finally brought down shy of the 30 to about the 29. Outside the hashes that time, and that's going to be a definite sack for loss. So that's going to make it 4th and forever.
Yeah. Couldn't see who was on that sack. He was on that far side, but great containment by them, not for him to take off running, but it's a great play by the defense there. Great stop.
4th and Godfrey here for the Alton Redbirds as they will punt the football away, trailing 6-0. 43 seconds remain in this first quarter of play. All right. Await that punt with 15 left on the play clock. 30 seconds left on the game clock here in the first. There it is, and that one's going to have a lot of hang time. It's just not going to have the distance. It'll take a Mount Vernon bounce past midfield to the 49, and the Rams will take over there. With 20 seconds left here in this first quarter. Congratulations, Rams football. They found a Week 5 opponent for next year. It was a struggle for a minute. They will play the Altoff Crusaders next year, the team that should have been their Week 5 opponent all along. They left the South 7, thus that left a hole in Week 5, but they have plugged it back up. Everything else the same except for Week 9.
Still not in the conference, but they're back.
Yep. We'll flip locations for every other game. We'll go to Waterloo, to Carbondale, to Marion. Collinsville comes to Mount Vernon. I don't know about Altoff yet. Let's see. Granite City and Cahokia will come to Mount Vernon. We'll go to Centralia, and then whatever happens Week 9 stays in Week 9. As this will be a quick handoff here to Isaiah Jefferson. Change of pace. And he is a change of pace indeed. Past the 45 down to about the 41-yard line. Gain of 8 on the ground for Isaiah Jefferson.
Yeah, just a little change of pace, just shifty, and just got through those blocks and Good run by him.
Right now, the Tony Pollard to to Staples, Zeke Elliott. Sorry, whatever that noise was distracted me. Oh, it's the end of the quarter. These video boards give you different sounds. After one here in Alton, it is the Mount Vernon Rams 6, the Alton Redbirds nothing. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Ready to purchase the home of your dreams? People's National Bank is here to help you reach that dream. With a wide variety of mortgage loan products available, we have the best option for you, including 100% financing, low down payments, and down payment assistance programs. Whatever your needs are, we have you covered. Hi, this is Farah Decker, mortgage originator with People's National Bank in Mount Vernon. Give me a call or apply online today to get started. People's National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
I'm Michael Croshan, your Mount Vernon Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement that our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Michael Croshan of Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Mount Vernon Rams on WMIX. Call 618-244-5990 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Streaming worldwide on the Section 618 app. This is Mount Vernon Rams football from WMIX Sports.
94.1 WMIX. You're watching live on the WMIX Sports YouTube tonight as the Rams lead the Alton Redbirds here on the road. We head to the second quarter, 6-0 your score. Rams have 2nd and 1 from the Alton 41 here to start the quarter. Malachi May is going to get the carry, runs off tackle himself to get that yard. Maybe 2, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rams.
Yeah, it looks like you got 2 there. They have 6 people on the line of scrimmage.
Oh, that terrible spot.
Oh, my gosh.
Sorry, I mean, this is not the spot I would have given. Looked like he had it, but the spot says otherwise. Spot at home probably disagrees and says it's a 1st down, but that's all right. 3rd and 1 here for the Rams, and, man, I thought he had it.
I thought he had it, too.
I also had him like 2 more yards upfield. Pearson Mast to the left side here for this quarterback, Malachi Mays, and we'll have Mast in motion. See if that opens up some room for Jay Sean. It does as he's inside the 35, dragging 3 guys to the 31, 32, breaking away to the 29. What a run by Jay Sean Staples. Let's watch that again. Jay Sean just kind of put the entire offensive line of Alton on his back and was able to get extra yardage on the play. I don't know how many he got on that, but he got a lot.
So they're at like the 35, right?
Yeah. So he got about 11. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 24 for the Rams. 11 minutes to play in this first half. It's 6-0 Vernon as they're in their away whites tonight. Empty backfield here for Malley. And he'll get a nice block. He'll run through a gap inside the 20 down to about the 18. Should be a gain of... No, they're going to go 19. It'll be a gain of 5. Well, we told you Rams and Alton not playing each other again after this year. They have fulfilled their 2-year agreement. Rams are currently underway with a search for a Week 9 opponent for next year. Have a couple of possibilities. We do know it sounds like there won't be another Ohio trip in our immediate future. 10:20 left in the second quarter, 6-0 Mount Vernon. 2nd and 5 for the 19-yard line on the near hash. High snap, no problem, Mays. He will still hand off to Staples, and he's bouncing back and forth between the hashes. Forward progress took him to the 15.5, and that's exactly where he goes. He was there before he was pushed back, so that'll be about 4 yards.
Minor on the tackle along with Jaden Holloman, number 8.
We are one with nature today, Hugo.
We are. There's some mold nearby. Because I can feel it. I feel my sinuses expanding. 3rd and 1 here, ball on the 15. 9:30 remains in the second quarter. Out of the gun for Malley. Mays will hand off, and there is Staples. Actually hurled over a guy, and you aren't supposed to be able to do that, but he'll get a 1st down.
Hey!
Oh, whoa. Whoa, whoa, can't do that.
Yeah.
I'll watch my own replay and see what happened there.
I think someone pushed Christian Taylor.
Well, you don't want to do that. You got to remember, I get a little antsy on week 9 after that visit to Chester.
Yeah.
And so that is going to be a first down for Staples. Maybe half the distance. So with 9:22 left in this first half of football, the Rams will get a personal foul penalty on the Redbirds. Half the distance to the goal puts it at about, the 6-yard line. Mast will go right, Pierce to the left. Out of the gun for Mays. His back is Jay-Sean Staples on 1st and goal from the 6. And this is going to be play action all alone over the middle of Mary Rose for the touchdown. How do you do? I'll watch that again. Just caught everybody napping out of play action, and that's going to be a 6-yard touchdown pass.
Wow, Mari Rose with a little tight end angle route.
Yeah. And that'll make it 12-0 Rams in case you've just joined us, and we'll wait the PAT.
All right, let's see what this one does.
All right, Truman Carnine on to try to salvage a 1-for-2 clip on the night so far for the point-after attempt with 9:17 left, currently 12-6. This is going to be a botched play and fumbled, and not going to matter. The Rams will fall on it.
Special teams has not been our strength today.
No, not right now.
Not
it's
so
anybody's
far.
game. So far, the Rams have left 2 on the field. So 12-0, 12-0 Rams on top, 9:17 mark of the second quarter. And another S-Side Tile and Carpet Supply touchdown for your Mount Vernon Rams.
Mari Rose getting in the game on offense.
Yes,
as
sir.
Tight end.
Just over the middle. There he was, camped out, ready to go.
Big target right there, ready for him.
Good hands.
Great hands.
Concentration, not strength. Let's see here. I know what I'm looking for on my phone. I just can't seem to get the tabs to work. There we go. Our next actual Ram broadcast will be Wednesday, November the 27th. Rams basketball, the Grants against Granite City. That'll be at Triad at the Stovetop Stuffing Classic. 6 o'clock will be your opening tip-off. Rams at Triad against Granite City Wednesday, November the 27th. Stovetop Stuffing Classic right here on 94.1 WMIX. We haven't called Kenny yet, but normally they let us video stream. They're at Triad. Here's the boot on the kickoff, and we're already going to have a flag as it goes into the end zone. What? Your guess is as good as mine.
Why would you blow it dead?
So false start on the Rams on the kickoff.
Don't even get me started.
Well, looking for a bank that truly cares? People's National Bank offers exceptional customer service and innovative solutions. Discover more at peoplesnationalbank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Called that from all the way on the other side of the field.
Called it from about 60, 70 yards away, but be that as it may. Actually, it's probably about 55, but that's here or there. Still a healthy distance.
Number 19, Carnine, kicking off.
So Truman Carnine from the 35, probably going to put this one into the end zone. We'll see. Or not. Nope, he's going to go diagonal, and we'll see what happens. Is this going to... Oh, he sticks it at about the 13, and it's finally picked up by the Redbirds, and that's going to be a tackle by, I believe, that's our guy Noah Ellis.
I think it might have been 28.
Oh.
Sorry, the numbers are messing with me. There was no L, excuse me on that.
All right.
He got that 6 degree out. We just saw Matt pull. It's probably because he's here.
And he absolutely stuck it. Good for him. Here I'm thinking, no, why are you kicking it diagonal like that? So you might go out of bounds. And then he tells me to shut up because I'm going to stick this, is what he says.
Yeah. Just stuck it.
Goodness gracious. Congratulations, Rams and Lady Rams Cross Country. This week's Josh Finley Country Financial Rams of the Week. You can find Josh in Mount Vernon at 814 Harrison Street. But Josh Finley and Country Financial Rams of the Week this week. Rams and Lady Rams Cross Country, your South 7 Conference champions. So there's a penalty on Alton that I did not see.
I didn't see it either. I have no clue what they call him.
It'll be about 30 to 45 seconds longer before our official at home sees it and tells us what happened. 9:11 left in this second quarter. 12-0 Rams. 1st and 10 from the Alton, 7 for the Redbirds. They'll empty out the backfield for Riley Smith, the quarterback. They'll put Elliott in motion, and that's where they're going to look out of the backfield on the pass, and he just got caught by the turf monster. As it was overthrown, it'll be 2nd and 10.
Turf monster's out there.
Turf monster got him. Good coverage by the quarterback and running back on defense.
Yeah. First time, correct me if I'm wrong, but first time I've seen Mays at safety this year.
Yeah. I feel like he's usually a corner.
Yeah.
Of course, Rams a little banged up offensively and defensively. Right now it's 2nd and 10, no Redbirds. Still an empty backfield here. Trips right, 2 to the left. Elliott in motion here for Alton. Low snap, no problem. Smith, he's looking to the near side. Uh-oh, they're going to swallow him up in the end zone. Nope, they're going to say he's at the 1. He got to the 1. Unreal. But then again, but he wasn't even at, he went backward. Like he wasn't on the goal line and going forward for that to be forward progress.
No.
That should have been a safety.
No. I'm sorry.
Oh, I know what you're saying, but it's like, you got to be kidding me. It just hit me.
Yeah,
that should have been, for all intents and purposes, unless there's just like something we didn't see.
Like I hate to say this, but the official from all the way in the back calls the spot. That should be a sideline call.
Yeah.
Am I not wrong there? That should be a sideline call, and whether he was outside of the end zone or not.
Well, it didn't pan out, and 8:45 left in the half, and we're going to have an inside handoff to Son Elliott in the backfield. Gets out of the end zone and gets down inside, outside the 5 to about the 6. We're going to see the official spot of this one. It's still going to be 4th and long for the Redbirds. So he got about 5. Well, they say go back to the original LOS. Okay. Whatever. 8:18 remains here in this second quarter. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois has a long-standing tradition of superior orthopedic care. The Orthopedic Center, one of our great Rams sponsors. We're in the Ortho Center broadcast booth on the road in Alton tonight at Public School Stadium. They put this new turf in about 4 years ago, if memory serves correctly. Did some other things around the facility, new track. 4th and 10, they're back to punt. There it is, and that's going to be a nice tight spiral out of bounds at about the 38-yard line. Maybe 37.
There's no telling.
Well, they're going to be 35, so the Rams get about 3 extra yards on that one. It'll be 1st and 10 here. 7:48 left. We're in the second quarter from Alton. Rams 12, Redbirds nothing here in the second quarter. Coming up at the half in your Mount Vernon Quick Loop halftime show, we'll have your Michael Croce and Edward Jones halftime stats. Of course, your 401k is likely one of your most important assets. Edward Jones can help you understand how your retirement assets fit into your entire retirement picture. Go see Michael Croce in 1700 block of Broadway in Mount Vernon. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Out of the gun for Malachi Mace, 1st and 10 on the 34. Even better field position. Sweet play coming. Yep, it's going to be Jay Sean trying to break off to the edge. He's to the 30, 25, tried to cut back, but couldn't. He was pushed out of bounds at about the 20. Gain of 14 on the ground for Jay Sean Staples. Well over 1,000 yards.
Yeah, well over 1,000 yards. Yeah, just great play. Broke some tackles, got to the outside, and almost broke it away for a touchdown with his speed, but was pushed out of bounds there late.
Video streaming presented by Paul Shields, your Allstate insurance agent in Mount Vernon. And if you haven't shopped for insurance in a while, give Paul a call. While everyone else is raising their rates, almost feels like Allstate is lowering theirs. Call Paul at 618-241-0551. Left side for Ty Pierce, left slot for Nolan Mast. Out of the gun for Malachi Mace. His back is Jay Sean Staples. And trying to bounce around between gaps, able to get through inside the 15, down to about the 10. Not quite. They'll say to the 11, that should be a gain of 9, 2nd and 1, allegedly. As we get late into the second quarter. 7:25 left. They gave him 10. Okay. Well, indeed, what has been good for the goose is good for the gander, as that probably wasn't the spot it should have been, but the Rams will take the benefit of the break. Oh, boy. Out of the gun for Mays. Split the receivers, and Malley going to run it right up the middle himself, and it's going to be a loss. Maybe about 2.
Still thinking about that safety, not going to lie.
I know you're.
But yeah, Malachi with the keeper there. They're stacking like 6 or 7 guys on the line of scrimmage. Jay Sean's been able to get some chunk yardage with those guards pull it around, but when it's just a flat-out quarterback keeper, there's just guys in every single gap waiting for Malley to step up in there.
Pierce, Mast, both left. Out of the gun for Mays. His back is Jay Sean Staples. With Kessler in motion, this could be a sweep for Jack Kessler. He'll have to turn up at some point and runs right into the wall. The loss of 1. So 2 carries for 30 yards now for Jack Kessler tonight. And with 6:05 remaining in the second quarter, it'll be 3rd down for the Rams.
Where's that Amari Rose play? Let's get it back
I know.
out. Yeah, I mean.
And hard to believe it's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal from about the 13-yard line. As the Rams have lost 3 yards so far on this series of downs. Mass to the right, Pierce stays left. The back is left of the quarterback Mace here on 3rd and goal from the 13. 3-step drop. He'll have to dump one off in a hurry. It's going to be complete to Staples. Nice move at about the 10-5. He'll be pushed out at about the 3. They're going to say 4, whatever. An 8-yard grab for Staples. Be 4th and short.
Little screen there.
Not bad.
That'll make someone happy.
4th and goal from the 3. What's with all these whistles?
What is the timeout for? Is there an injury?
I don't see anybody down.
What?
Okay. Maybe not. 4th and goal from the 3-yard line here for the Rams. 5:10 left in this second quarter. They're trying to maybe punch another one in here, decide what they want to do. Mays will come in from the sideline. 23 on the play clock and 5:09 on the game clock. On 4th down.
What is going on?
And we will have a timeout. Alton. Timeouts presented by SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital. With over 100 local providers, SSM Health is leading the way in advanced health care. At times, it's easy to feel lost on a night like this. Both teams felt lost, it felt like, before the timeout.
Yeah, for sure.
Both teams going to try to figure it out on the sidelines. For the Rams, looking for a 4th down play that'll punch one in. For the Redbirds, trying to prevent that. Get you more Tony Wilt State Farm scoreboard updates. Of course, we'll have more coming up at halftime. Halftime show will be presented by Malvern and Quick Lube. So 4th and goal from the 3-yard line for the Rams. And they will send Staples into the right slot, empty out the backfield here with Mast and Pierce also on the right side. On a 4th and goal play here from the 3-yard line, now it'll be Staples in motion. Turnaround handoff. It's going to be Kessler. Cuts back up the middle for the score. Jack Kessler from 3 yards out to give the Rams an 18-0 lead. Let's watch that again as how it all develops. Good trick play there for the Rams, and it certainly worked to perfection. Everybody bought on Staples, and that just left that gap for Kessler to get into the end zone. 18-zip Rams, and what a lead here in the second quarter for Mount Vernon.
Yeah, absolutely. Great lead. Getting the seniors in the end zone, that's good for the Mount Vernon Rams. Jack Kessler getting into the end zone.
Absolutely depressing that Jack Kessler is a senior.
Yeah, I was just looking because I didn't know. I knew he was either a junior or a senior.
Yeah. Gonna miss old Crazy Legs out there.
I think he's got a younger brother.
Oh, yeah. Oh, trust me. I looked and I noticed as the Rams will go for the PAT. And nope, they're going to go for 2. Staples is giving everything he's got to get to that far corner. Can't. He's brought down. It'll be 18-0. And the reason I say that, yeah, I can tell, is because high-strung people tend to have an innate ability to pick out other high-strung people. I being a high-strung individual. And so the first thing I noticed was another Kessler.
Yeah.
Let's see. Got to write down my scoring drives here as that was capped off on a Kessler 3-yard run. The 2PC failed, unfortunately.
Josiah Stewart, 21 deep for
5:04 left here in the half. Rams lead at 18-0.
I've got a case of the yawns for some reason.
Here in the elements, that'll do that to you. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth is outdoors. Thank goodness it's a nice night, just a little cloudy, overcast. Not that it matters here when it's nighttime. Upper 60s for your temp. We're down in the valley, so we won't experience those 8-mile-per-hour winds out of the south. As kickoff will go to about the 15 for number 80, Jones Jr. As he's going to still be on his feet to the 40, 45 midfield. Car 9 get past him at the 35, finally out of bounds by Sawyer Lusby at about the 33-yard line. And I just kind of put that one to rest mentally myself and looked away, and then I looked back up, and Jones is still on his feet. So now the Rams are going to have to defend here with 4:51 to play.
Yeah, he just one block and a hole opened up for him. He took it all the way to 33-yard line.
Yep. Make the switch to People's National Bank for reliable customer-focused banking. Explore their services and find out how they can support your financial journey at peoplesnationalbank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Out of the gun here for Riley Smith, the quarterback, and it'll be Elliott on the handoff as he's going to bounce left and then cuts back up inside the 25, down to about the 21-yard line. Enough for a first down.
It looks like about 14 yards is what they marked him as.
Interesting. So now the Redbirds threatening, just outside the red zone. Out of the pistol now for the quarterback Smith. Handoff to Elliott. He'll go left and now ends up the middle. Outside of the 15. And it looks like he's going to get 4, maybe 5.
Picking up 5, second and 5 for Alton. 4 minutes to go here till halftime.
Yeah, the Redbirds are threatening here. It's after that kickoff, it's got a bend, don't break here.
2nd and 5 from the 15-yard line. Out of the gun, single back, trips right for the Alton Redbirds on 2nd and 5. 2-step drop. He's looking for that fade route down the far corner of the end zone. It hits the pylon and falls incomplete. Just hits the base of the pylon and took it out.
I mean,
nobody's going to pick it up.
If you're wanting to throw that fader out, that's exactly where you want to put it.
Nobody's going to pick up that pylon.
That's
wrong. 3rd and 5. It's bothering me.
Yeah. Someone go pick it up.
3:36 left. We're in the second quarter in Alton Public School Stadium. On 94.1 WMIX, you're watching live on the WMIX Sports YouTube, and it's going to be a carry for Elliott. Almost brought down in the backfield, and now he'll be pushed out of bounds. Looks like he got plenty for a first down.
Looks like he
only needed about 5. Let's see where they spot the football. Looks like he got
6-yard line.
Yeah.
I can't remember where it's at.
Looks like he got about 10. And we're going to have a timeout for the Alton Redbirds. Timeout presented by SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital. Personalized care to the local communities close to home. That's Good Samaritan Hospital. Both teams with a timeout apiece here as we get late into this second quarter. On the road tonight in Madison County. Final game of the season for the Mount Vernon Rams. See what we have for scores from around the area. Benton leading Harrisburg 14-7 with 2:15 to play in the second quarter. Centralia leads Effingham after one, 14-7. Marion leading Mattoon 22-14 in the second quarter. Just a few of the scores presented by Tony Wilt, your State Farm agent of Mount Vernon. Find him online, TonyWilt.com. Look for the red State Farm Jeep around town and get to a better state. The State Farm. Alton already out of the timeout. Huddle here on 1st and goal from the 6. Threatening to punch one in here. A nice crowd, home crowd on hand here for the Redbirds. Here on their homecoming night. Out of the gun for Smith. He's looking to the right side, rolling right at about the 15. Looks for the end zone. Caught.
Oh, wow.
Shallow end zone there for number 17, Samaj Stampley. And that'll be a 6-yard touchdown catch.
He came out of nowhere.
Yep.
Number 17, Samad Stampley.
I don't know if it was really meant for him, but it got to him.
Whether it was or it wasn't, that's where it is. That's where it went.
Fair enough.
Oh, goodness. Stampley, 6 catch. So let's see what they do. We watched them practice their point afters earlier.
We did.
As we await the PAT, it is up and good.
That's a line drive.
Kicking the extra point. 3:23 to go until halftime.
18-7 Rams, 3:23 remaining here in this first half. We'll have your Mount Vernon Quick Loop halftime show coming up at the break. Mount Vernon Quick Loop, faster, friendlier, cleaner than the rest.
It's the first kickoff we've received.
Yes. Rams will have the football to start the second half, or I should say Alton will kick off to begin the second half. As we wait for the football to get to the tee. With 3:25 remaining in this second quarter, 18-7 your score. Rams have Staples at about the 10. Jefferson, he's going to back up to the 15. And here comes kickoff. Staples going to run to get it at about the 7. We're looking to get to the 20. Will he get there? Fights for it, gets to the 19 and a half. They're going to mark it at the 20-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Rams. 80 yards to go. As we get late into this second quarter of action from Public School Stadium. Not on the campus of Alton High School. It's actually the Alton Elementary School. West Elementary, I believe.
Pretty big elementary school, it seems like.
If I remember right, back in the day of the Alton Tip-Off Classic in the early years, this is where it was played. The basketball tournament, that is. So Rams will have it 1st and 10 from their own 20 to start this series. 3:14 to play. It's 18-7 in the second quarter. Rams on top. And now the snap. It'll be immediate carry for Jay Sean, and he has running room. He's to the 40. Midfield, 45, 30. And he may go 15, 10, 5, 80 yards for Jay Sean Staples. (24-7).
I didn't want to say see you too early, so that's why I waited
you waited
a
plenty
bit.
long enough. Deshaun Staples does it again. Should be right around upper 1,100 yards on the season here. 3:02 remaining. The Rams are going to kick the extra point this time. Try to make it 25-7. Kick up. Kick good. So in case you're wondering why the odd score, it's not a scoregami, so don't you worry. But the Rams have struggled on special teams tonight. Somehow, Carnine missed the first PAT, and then on the second touchdown, somehow the Rams...
It looked like a mishandled hold.
Okay, I was going to say, botched the play
Yeah.
somehow. It was a broken play, and they were tackled. And then a two-point conversion failed on the previous touchdown. So they go for the reliable PAT there. They're able to pull it off. It's 25-7 on another SI Talent Carpet Supply touchdown for the Mount Vernon Rams, which immediately followed up an SI Talent Carpet Supply touchdown for the Alton Redbirds. So now the Rams will kick off with 3:02 remaining here in this first half.
Get some oxygen down there for Staples, that 80-yard run.
I'm looking for him.
Diagonal kick.
There he is. He's just dancing.
Squib.
Real worm burner there on the turf. About the 12 to the 20, cutting across that left side of the field is Stewart. Trying to break on that far sideline, and he will now cut back at about the 40. Rams will swallow him up at about the 45, and we'll have a flag. I'm not sure what this is going to be. I know I saw a coach on the field during the play. And then I saw an official point at a coach.
Like Mike Tomlin tripping up.
But I'm not sure if that has if that's relative or not. We will find out here as we are at 2:50 to play in this first half. It'll be Alton Redbirds football. We know that. That was a nice return to the 46-yard line. But what's this flag going to do?
The Alton Redbirds looks like it was coming back, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it's coming back a little bit.
Slide will go back a ways.
Illegal block.
Take them all the way back to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 for Alton. Riley Smith and company working out of the gun here. They'll go trips left. With 2:50 to play. 1st and 10 from their own 30, ball on the far hash. Red-clad Redbirds tonight. Here on their homecoming from Public School Stadium, and it's just going to be a quick handoff to Elliott as he's going to bounce around. Now looking to get to the far sideline. Does. Still on his feet to the 45. Now to midfield. Drags a couple of guys to the 40. Staying on his feet. Nice spin at the 35. Still there at the 30. And we'll have a flag as he'll go from 30 to 30 just about. A 40-yard run for Elliott. We'll see where they actually spot the football. Ooh, they give him a couple extra yards. It's going to be a 42-yard run, but what's this flag? We'll be on the Rams. With 2:36 left here in this second quarter, we'll have your Mount Vernon Quick Loop halftime show coming up at the break. And that'll put the Redbirds in prime scoring position here with the Rams on top, 25-7. Top of the hour, WMIX FM, Mount Vernon, a free service from Withers Broadcasting, as we'll be out of the pistol, looks like. The Alton Redbirds, trips left, tight right. Elliott appears to be the back here for the quarterback, Riley Smith. Handoff will go right up the middle, and the fullback, actually number 40, will go for a nice run. So,
Not a 5-yard gain. No, maybe not. I don't know.
Second down here for the Redbirds. And another quick handoff to Williams. He's headed to that far corner, and he'll get into the end zone. That's a 15-yard. Wasn't from the 15. Like 13 or something.
I don't know if it was that.
The board is wrong. I know that. 25-13 as the Redbirds get on the board on what they're calling a 15-yard run by Williams.
In the first half. Timeout, Mount Vernon.
Rams will burn their final timeout of this first half, presented by SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital, advanced care close to home.
Same thing as last week, just kind of gashing us on the run. You know, I know there's a passing touchdown in there, but kind of in between red zone to red zone, they've been kind of gashing us a little bit. Just got to sure up those gaps and be able to tackle. There's a lot of missed tackles going around out there. And as someone goes through the composite, but yeah, but anyway, just sure up, just have good gap discipline. I mean, just have a good line of scrimmage discipline, just kind of like Coach Minks was talking about, and sure up that line of scrimmage.
25-13.
What in the world?
Quick pitch there on the left on the two-point conversion. The Rams sniff it out. And they'll keep it from – they'll make it fail, in other words. So it's 25-13. Thought there were bubbles or it was snowing there for a second. That's just leaves off the tree behind us. And so, with 1:59 left, the Redbirds will kick off. And what has been a defensive optional past 6 minutes of football in this second quarter. All of the action is presented by People's National Bank. We appreciate them, the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams here on WMIX. Bank with confidence at PNB with a range of services and dedicated support. They're here to help you every step of the way. People's National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Number 29, Dylan Cowan, kicking off for Alton.
So Cowan will kick off, and Chris Rudolph will be one of the return men, along with Jay Sean Staples.
This tree's really peppering us with these leaves.
It is. Jefferson in the picture, too. There's kickoff, and it is a boomer back toward the end zone. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 20 on the touchback. Oh, what's up with this tree?
I don't know.
Gosh darn.
Right behind us, this tree's just peppering us with these
It
leaves.
is.
It's like out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's not like there's wind or anything.
Well, there might be wind up there at the top of that tree.
It's true. It's one of those things with fall. So 1st and 10.
First quarter went by pretty quickly. There's been a lot of scoring too, so.
It's kind of moving about a snail's pace as we get deeper into the second quarter. With 1:59 remaining. 1st and 10 for the Rams from their own 20-yard line. Mays, the quarterback. Staples, his back. They're out of the shotgun. Pierce, right. Mast, left. Those are your targets here for the senior quarterback. Waiting the snap with 1:59 left. It's a quarterback keeper, and he will go off tackle past the 25, blazing to about the 26. Gain of 6 on the ground for Malachi Mays.
Quarterback Hayes on the keeper.
Get a little bit more success on those quarterback keepers.
Mount Vernon Quick Loop halftime show coming up at the break. We'll have your Michael Croce and Edward Jones scoring and stats. It's homecoming night here, but looks like they took care of the homecoming festivities prior to the game. Novel concept. I'm all about it.
Parade came in here and everything else.
Oh, yeah. They blew bubbles.
Oh, yeah.
2nd and 4 after the 6-yard run by Mays, and this one's blown dead.
False start.
Whistle's blowing. False start offense.
Yeah.
We hadn't got concessions yet, and it was getting pretty hairy. I thought about just going out to the street and getting some candy.
Yeah. It's a way to do it. I miss being able to chuck candy at people in a parade. Now you can't do that anymore. Insurance.
No, you just got to throw it on the road.
Yep. I always want to try to catch people in stride, especially with T-shirts.
Oh, yeah. T-shirts.
Nothing better than throwing a T-shirt in a parade. So 2nd and 9 here after the penalty. We'll drop below the 1-minute mark here with ball on the 21-yard line. Out of the gun for Mays. It's going to be Staples. Gets a block, waits for it to develop, and he ends up getting developed at about the 23. Gain of 2.
Talking about parades, we had some when I was working for some other people going in parades. They had pencils and pens. You could not throw those at people because they catch him by his eye out.
Yep. It's all fun and games till somebody ends up with a graphite pencil in their eye. As I believe we had Alton taking their final timeout, presented by SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital, advanced care close to home in the King City. They have not taken the timeout off of the board up there, but it had to be Alton because the Rams are out. Doesn't make sense for Alton to take.
Is that like
but whatever.
So I guess would it just be a flag or personal foul, kind of like it is a technical foul if you call a timeout without any timeouts left?
Usually they just ignore you.
Yeah, fair enough.
But good times.
I was just asking. I've
yeah.
never seen it.
They got their flashlights on their mobile devices over there across the way. The Alton student section celebrating homecoming here tonight. 37 seconds left. 25-13 the score. Rams on top, and it'll be 3rd and about 7. With the ball on the 23-yard line. Yeah, so White Hat going to have a conversation with.
I think they're talking about the lights in the stands.
There's still one single solitary light on.
We had to reset the clock. 40 seconds to go.
Oh, but 40 seconds back on the clock. Out of the gun here for Mays. Staples is back. Play action. Nope, fake handoff, and it's going to go to the right side for Malley, and he's going to have to make a break here. Does. Cuts upfield to the 30, though. Going to be a first down, it would look like, from here. They'll pause the clock temporarily on about a 9-10 yard run for Mays.
That was a great little fake out there. Kind of stutter-stepped, hesitation, and right back to the edge, and made his defender fall down.
Of course, Mays comes all the way over to the sideline to get a play, and if you're serious about doing anything here to end the half, you don't have time for that.
The clock has stopped for some reason.
It paused to move the chains, and then it was rewound on the official's whistle, but now they're keeping the Rams from the line as they talk some things over there on the outside of the far hash. It'll end up as a 3-man conversation. It's an official's timeout, technically, as we await the 1st and 10.
What is going on?
No idea.
Why are they resetting the chains?
They are apparently correcting the previous spot and saying it's not a first down. Instead, it'll be 3rd and 1, and I have never seen a spot corrected like that at high school level.
What, a replay assist come in here? What are we doing? Sorry, I'm just getting a little fired up, but this is, this is like
25-13 the score with about 29 seconds left in this second quarter. And so now the official's still talking it over. I think Dan Means is wanting an explanation.
There's a first time for everything, I guess.
And so Dan Mings is actually standing at about the 30-yard marker. The number 30, that is. He'll come back off the field, realizing they're not going to say anything to him. And now they're conferencing again.
This to me is a lot of time to just figure out, and I think he got first down yardage, but it's a lot of time to just move the first down, and we could be in halftime already.
Yep.
Like, you know what I mean? That's the thing. Like, you've disrupted the flow of the game, and it's already a first down. Could have been halftime, or Mount Vernon could have got chunk yardage, whatever the case may be, but something could have happened already.
So now Dan Ming's going to come off of the field. And so it'll be 3rd and short here for the Rams. They'll wind the clock. How funny it would be if we just took a knee. "17 seconds left. 3rd and 1 for the 29. Oh, they'll run a play, and it's going to be Staples. And he will get maybe a yard. Maybe 2. And that's going to take us to halftime. All for naught. 25-13 your halftime score in Alton. It is the Mount Vernon Rams on top. We'll come back with your Mount Vernon Quick Loop halftime. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
It's not just about getting an oil change. It's about how quickly you're back on the road, humming to your favorite tunes. Quick Lube on Broadway in Mount Vernon, where faster meets friendlier and clean is the scene. Their attention to detail sets your ride apart from the rest without breaking the bank. Cruise into Quick Lube today, because when your car purrs, you know you've chosen right. Quick Lube. Quick, clean, complete. Ready to serve you and your ride on Broadway in Mount Vernon.
You need insurance to help protect things that mean a lot to you. You need coverage that's affordable because we all have a budget. At Country Financial, we get it. For close to 100 years, we've offered insurance and financial services to help protect what's most important to you and to help prepare for your future. Best of all, I'm here to get to know you and find solutions for your budget. In other words, we've got your back. I'm Josh Finley, your local Country Financial representative. Call me at 618-242-4024.
Craving comfort food? Joe's Pizza and Pasta in Mount Vernon has oven-baked specialties that will straight up hit the spot. Try mouth-watering sausage and peppers, chicken parmesan, or baked meatballs. Stop by 819 Jordan Street, just south of the square in downtown Mount Vernon, or go online to orderjoes.com. Joe's Pizza and Pasta in Mount Vernon's oven-baked goodies you won't want to share. Trust your taste buds will thank you.
Ready to take the road less traveled? Hi, this is Chris Wilson at Munkin Toyota in Mount Vernon. We have 8 brand new 2024 Toyota Tacomas in stock and ready for adventure. Choose from the rugged SR5, the sporty TRD Sport, the refined Limited, or the off-road powerhouse TRD Off-Road. Right now, get an incredible 5.9% financing for 60 months, plus discounts up to $3,000 on select models. Visit Munkin Toyota just off the interstate in Mount Vernon today, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. MunkinToyotaMountVernon.com.
This is Mount Vernon Rams football from WMIX Sports. The Mount Vernon Quick Lube halftime show starts now.
94.1 WMIX. We're at the halftime. Kind of like the Batman, I guess. We're at halftime here in Alton. The Mount Vernon Rams lead the Redbirds 25-13. This is your Mount Vernon Quick Lube halftime show. We'll have your Michael Croce and Edward Jones scoring and stats a little bit later on. It's homecoming here in Alton, of course, which means we will have an extended halftime report coming your way here tonight. Mount Vernon Quick Lube, faster, friendlier, cleaner than the rest. 20th and Broadway in Mount Vernon, your new home for your next oil change is Mount Vernon Quick Lube. Tyler Williams alongside. I'm Chris Hugo here on WMIX Sports YouTube as well. And a very briskly moving first quarter turned into a snail's pace second quarter, and a lot of offense. Defense optional there in that second quarter, Tyler. We had 5 scoring drives alone in quarter number 2, and for the Mount Vernon Rams, they're on top, and that's what matters.
Yeah, I mean, doing a great job running the ball. Mays has, passed when he needed to, being efficient there. But Jay-Sean Staples doing a lot of the work, running the ball, and had a home run there with that 80-yard touchdown. So doing a great job on the line of scrimmage so far on the offensive side of the ball.
There we go. A little bit of analysis. We'll have your scoring and stats coming up next, presented by Michael Croce and Edward Jones, financial advisor. We'll take a quick break and come back. It is the Rams 25, the Alton Redbirds 13 on the road tonight. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
I'm Michael Croce, your Mount Vernon Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement that our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Michael Croce of Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Mount Vernon Rams on WMIX. Call 618-244-5990 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Never had a Culver's Butterburger? Here are the 3 things you'll want to remember. Fresh, never frozen beef. Seared after you order. Crowned with a lightly buttered, toasted bun. I guess that's why the #1 reaction to eating a Culver's Butterburger is, whoa, that is some burger.
Welcome to Delicious. And your new favorite are seared after you order Culver's Butterburger.
Culver's at Veterans and 42nd in Mount Vernon.
Have you noticed that 2024 is nearly gone? I blinked and all of a sudden Christmas decorations are out already. If you've had the same feeling, my guess is you've had a to-do list that still have things on it. This is your local State Farm agent, Tony Will, and if that list includes check on my life insurance, start saving for retirement, get a will done, don't wait another day. Call my office and schedule some time to meet with us. These things are too important to put on next year's list. Call me at 242-1421 or find me online at TonyWilt.com. Let's get these things marked off your list today.
Watch the Rams in stunning high definition at WMIXsports.com. Powered by Paul Shields, Allstate Insurance.
94.1 WMIX. You're watching live on the WMIX Sports YouTube channel. Chris Hugo, Tyler Williams alongside. As tonight the Mount Vernon Rams on the road in Alton. They lead 25-13 here at the half. Your halftime show presented by Mount Vernon Quick Loop. Scoring and stats coming up. Presented by Michael Croshan, Edward Jones Financial Advisor. And when someone asks, when is the best time to start saving for retirement? Michael Croshan's answer is always today. Let Mike help identify your unique goals to build a strategy to achieve. Call his Mount Vernon office, 618-244-5990. Edward Jones, member SIPC. And let's take a look at those stats.
Yeah, so starting out with the Redbirds. Elliott has 9 carries for 106 yards. Williams has 3 carries for 19 yards and a touchdown. Smith Jr. passing is 2 for 5 with 12 yards and that 6-yard touchdown pass. Stampley has 12 receiving yards with a 6-yard touchdown catch. And for the Mount Vernon Rams, Ja'Shawn Staples has 14 carries for 144 yards and a touchdown. Jefferson has 1 carry for 8 yards. Kessler has 34 yards and a touchdown. Mays has 18 yards and that 1-yard touchdown as well. Passing, Mays is 2 for 2, 14 yards with a 6-yard touchdown. Receiving, Amari Rose had that 6-yard touchdown catch, and Staples had an 8-yard screen pass that he caught. And those are your Michael Croshan stats for halftime.
There you go. Halftime stats presented by Michael Croshan and Edward Jones. Your halftime show is presented by Mount Vernon Quick Loop. You can get your oil changed anywhere. Some of you can even do it yourself. Choosing lifelong Southern Illinois residents Mike and Sarah Toulees in Mount Vernon could be the best choice you've ever made for your car. We'll take a quick break, come back. It's the Tony Wilt State Farm scoreboard. This is Rams football. They lead at 25-13 over Alton. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois welcomes Dr. Anthony Garino, a pain management physician specializing in all procedures of the spine. For over 25 years, Dr. Garino has helped thousands of patients live a higher quality of life through cutting-edge treatment and his personalized approach to pain management. Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois is changing the face of back and neck care. To schedule an appointment with Dr. Garino, call the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois at 618-242-3778 or visit them online at orthocenter-si.com.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check that your seats aren't in the visitor section first before buying tickets.
I'm so excited for this game. I can't believe you got us tickets.
Me too. Wait, are we on the wrong side?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
This is going to be a long game.
You're in good hands with Allstate.
Contact your local Allstate agent, Paul Shields, today to see how you can save.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Hi, I'm Marty with Huey and Newell Funeral Homes. No one wants to stay where the pain is. Our natural instinct is to fix it or make it go away. There are some kinds of pain that never completely leave. They can, however, change over time. We're here to help your family begin a healing process and to help you see there's light that shines through the darkness. We are Huey and Newell Funeral Homes, showing compassion and helping others find hope now and many years to come.
Back to the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth. This is Mount Vernon Rams football on WMIX.
94.1 WMIX or the WMIX Sports YouTube tonight. Also the free Section618.com mobile app here on our Mount Vernon Quick Loop halftime show. We'll get you a Tony Wilt State Farm scoreboard update here in Alton. The Mount Vernon Rams a 25-13 lead over the Alton Redbirds, while elsewhere it looks like it's Collinsville. Wow, Collinsville leads Triad 27-17. That is late in the second quarter. DeSmet leads Edwardsville 28-7. Roxana leads Alton Marquette 35-0. That's just south of here in Roxana. Benton leads Harrisburg at the half 21-7. Also at the half, Centralia 28-7 lead over Effingham. Mike Brown 3 touchdowns on the evening. That's just a look at some of your scores from around the area. We'll have much more coming up later on. Tony Wilt, your State Farm agent in Mount Vernon. Find him online, TonyWilt.com. Look for that red State Farm Jeep around town and see how you can get to a better state with State Farm. We'll take one more break, come back, and talk a little bit more about this one. Extended Mount Vernon Quick Loop halftime show. It's the Rams 25, the Redbirds 13. This is Mount Vernon football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Chris with Bean Insurance Agency. We've been serving the listening area for over 20 years. Our office has a combined experience of over 75 years of insurance knowledge. We have multiple companies to choose from, so you get a great rate, and we strive to provide the best customer service around. This combination has won Bean Insurance Agency multiple awards over the last 20 years. Call today and find out for yourself at 618-242-6017 or stop by 1310 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois.
Heritage Woods of Mount Vernon is an affordable assisted lifestyle community providing apartments for seniors 65 and older. Residents will enjoy private one-bedroom or studio apartments with amenities including weekly housekeeping, laundry service, 3 meals a day, medication assistance, and 24-hour staffing and assistance. Heritage Woods of Mount Vernon, an equal housing opportunity. Leave worries behind and move forward with Heritage Woods of Mount Vernon. Stop by and tour this awesome community today.
If you are looking for a new career, Walgreens Distribution Center in Mount Vernon is hiring. Walgreens offers an excellent benefits package, competitive pay, on-site health clinic, 401k, performance bonuses, full-time employment, salaried positions, and even build your own schedule options. Plus, they have walk-in Wednesdays every Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. No appointment necessary. Walgreens is an equal opportunity employer and welcomes individuals with diverse talents and backgrounds. Walgreens promotes and supports a drug-free workplace.
This is Mount Vernon Rams football, powered by People's National Bank.
Welcome back to Alton Public Schools Stadium in the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth. We are in the Mount Vernon Quick Loop halftime show. The Mount Vernon Rams 25, the Alton Redbirds 13, and Rams are set to receive the second half kickoff. Of course, they did a little trickery to open the game with an onside kick recovered by Truman Carnine himself, and open the game up with a touchdown. Tyler, since then, of course, a 25-13 lead. And I know some probably see a 1-7 team against a Ram team that's high-powered and think, oh, it could be a running clock type of night. Probably not going to be that way, but for the Rams, you kind of feel like, at least I do, just do more of the same in the second half.
Yeah, just do more of the same, keep running the ball, efficiently and effectively, and I think you come out of here with a win. And again, like Coach Mink said, this is not, you look on film, you wouldn't think this team is 1-7, but the teams that they play in their conference, Edwardsville, East Side, East St. Louis, and teams like that, and O'Fallon has a down year, but usually that's a pretty tough game as well. And so, you have that schedule, and you see 1-7, which I don't know if they're a 1-7 team, if they play, a little bit easier schedule, obviously, but Mount Vernon doing pretty well on the offensive side of the ball. Defensively, just gotta have better gap discipline. Gotta be better on that line of scrimmage. Offensive line of scrimmage, we've been playing pretty well, but the defensive line of scrimmage could be shored up just a little bit more going into the second half.
There we go. Without a doubt, going into the second half, some of the keys to that one. No real updates as far as scores are concerned. Of course, it is an extended halftime here at Alton. And Tyler, it's hard to believe, week 9 of the high school football season, and this one's half over. And it's been a very quickly moving 9 weeks.
Yes, for sure. Been a quickly moving 9 weeks. I'm glad to be back for football and ready to get. I hate for the football season to be over, but I'm also ready for Rams basketball as well.
Well, of course, our first broadcast will be Wednesday, November the 27th, as the Mount Vernon Rams basketball team heads to Triad. They'll play Granite City on night number 1 at 6 o'clock. We'll be there with you on 94.1 WMIX, and if we're allowed, in which we have been in the past, we'll have video for you here on the WMIX Sports YouTube. On Wednesday, November the 27th, Rams in Granite City at 6 from Tryon High School, Stovetop Stuffing Classic. That is if my pairings for that tournament are correct.
Are the girls before then?
Girls do start the Nashville tournament. We do not have those pairings yet. That'll be Monday, November the 25th. Typically a Monday, Tuesday, Saturday sort of thing there from Nashville. Waiting on some confirmation back from the studio. That will now change. But anyhow, so yeah, we're almost to basketball season. Hate the football season ends tonight.
Have another kid by then, so. Sorry to Juliana for being on for basketball games, but
that is part of it. As oh boy, but an extended halftime here, and I'm very curious to see what those white panels say.
I don't know if they're actually panels. I think they block from them changing their flags.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. That's a very astute and intelligent. So we will go ahead and take a quick break here. This is Rams football. The Rams are up 25-13 over the Alton Redbirds at the half. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
I'm Michael Croshen, your Mount Vernon Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement that our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Michael Croshen of Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Mount Vernon Rams on WMIX. Call 618-244-5990 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Hi, I'm Marty with Huey and Newell Funeral Homes. No one wants to stay where the pain is. Our natural instinct is to fix it or make it go away. There are some kinds of pain that never completely leave. They can, however, change over time. We're here to help your family begin a healing process and to help you see there's light that shines through the darkness. We are Huey and Newell Funeral Homes, showing compassion and helping others find hope now and many years to come.
If you are looking for a new career, Walgreens Distribution Center in Mount Vernon is hiring. Walgreens offers an excellent benefits package, competitive pay, on-site health clinic, 401k, performance bonuses, full-time employment, salaried positions, and even build your own schedule options. Plus, they have walk-in Wednesdays every Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. No appointment necessary. Walgreens is an equal opportunity employer and welcomes individuals with diverse talents and backgrounds. Walgreens promotes and supports a drug-free workplace.
Speedy oil changes are like morning coffee, essential but often messy. Not with Quick Lube on Broadway in Mount Vernon. Picture this, in and out faster than a sitcom episode. Service with a smile that's genuine and a spotless garage that respects your car as much as you do. All that without breaking the bank? I guess that's why they call them Quick Lube. They're the pit stop that puts you first with prices that keep your wallet happy. Cruise on into Quick Lube in Mount Vernon and see why they're faster, friendlier, and cleaner than the rest.
Chris with Bean Insurance Agency. We've been serving the listening area for over 20 years. Our office has a combined experience of over 75 years of insurance knowledge. We have multiple companies to choose from, so you get a great rate, and we strive to provide the best customer service around. This combination has won Bean Insurance Agency multiple awards over the last 20 years. Call today and find out for yourself at 618-242-6017 or stop by 1310 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois.
Heritage Woods of Mount Vernon is the premier assisted living facility focused on providing accommodations that reflect love, compassion, and dignity. We offer beautiful private apartments, restaurant-style dining, 24/7 assistance, medication reminders, transportation, and fun. Relax and unwind on the patio. Socialize with friends and neighbors. Enjoy live entertainment, shopping trips, on-site events, and more. Come on in and start living again because life is good at the Woods. Call to schedule your private tour at Heritage Woods of Mount Vernon, 618-241-9518.
Joe's Pizza and Pasta in Mount Vernon is the people's choice for a favorite Italian restaurant. Order online at orderjoes.com or come by 819 Jordan Street, just off the square in downtown Mount Vernon. Joe's has great fresh salads, pasta, and garlic breads, and is the place to dine on real Chicago-style pizza during game night. Joe's Pizza and Pasta in Mount Vernon, 819 Jordan Street, orderjoes.com. Your taste buds will thank you. When you are injured or in pain, the last thing you want to do is wait in the ER. For those times, you don't necessarily need the emergency room. Come to Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, Ortho Express, open Monday through Friday from 8 until 4 at 4121 Veterans Memorial Drive in Mount Vernon. Get highly trained physician assistants and nurse practitioners providing the care you need quickly and with savings of up to 80% compared to the ER. Call the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois at 618-242-3778 or visit them online at orthocenter-si.com.
Landers Towing and Collision of Mount Vernon and Salem is your go-to one-stop shop when it comes to vehicle repair and towing. We provide high-quality collision repair services for your light and medium-duty vehicles, campers, and heavy-duty trucks. Landers use industry-leading products for all of your collision repairs and state-of-the-art technology, including ADAS calibration systems. Landers also has 24-hour towing service in time of need. Call 188-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS.
Stop searching for your own insurance. You have too much on your plate. Just one call to Hall Insurance, and they'll find the best coverage for your needs. Whether it's home, auto, renters, boat, motorcycle, your business, whatever you need coverage on, they'll do the work for you. Then call you back with a quote, most times in the same day. Call 618-244-7500 or visit hallinsgroup.com. Hall Insurance Group, your independent insurance agency in Mount Vernon. hallinsgroup.com.
Ready to take the road less traveled? Hi, this is Chris Wilson at Munkin Toyota in Mount Vernon. We have 8 brand new 2024 Toyota Tacomas in stock and ready for adventure. Choose from the rugged SR5, the sporty TRD Sport, the refined Limited, or the off-road powerhouse TRD Off-Road. Right now, get an incredible 5.9% financing for 60 months, plus discounts up to $3,000 on select models. Visit Munkin Toyota just off the interstate in Mount Vernon today, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. MunkinToyotaMountVernon.com.
Doing business in today's world can be complicated, time-consuming, and expensive. People's National Bank is here to help your business not only survive, but thrive. With modern-day products such as remote deposit capture, ACH payments, merchant card services, and commercial line of credit sweeps, we can get you paid faster, protect your risk, and make your money work hard for you. Hi, this is Carol Martin, Commercial and Ag Lender with People's National Bank here in Mount Vernon. Give me a call today to get started. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm a lost bee that found my way into your car. And now that I'm in here, good luck getting me out.
I think it's gone. Wait, no, it's in my hair.
And if you don't have the right auto insurance coverage, well, this could be quite a sticky situation. So get Allstate.
Contact your local Allstate agent, Paul Shields, today to see how you can save.
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Most of us can't afford missing work for an extended period of time. So if you've been in pain, it's time to make an appointment with Dr. Salem at the Egyptian Spine Clinic. Dr. Salem has been treating the spine and orthopedics in Mount Vernon for almost 10 years and is a Johns Hopkins trained spine surgeon. With expertise in neck, lower back, spine deformity, and minimally invasive spine surgery, his goal is to get you back on your feet as early as possible so you can live your life at its fullest. Ask your primary care provider to refer you to Egyptian Spine Clinic, across from PNB on South 34th Street in Mount Vernon.
Oh boy, who's going to be our new president? What's the future going to look like? What's my bank account going to look like if inflation keeps going up? Those are questions that keep us up at night. It's nice to have a backup plan. So why not join the Blue Crew at Culver's of Mount Vernon? Get yourself a little extra cash while working with a fun group. Flexible hours and a starting pay of $15.25 an hour. Apply today at 42nd and Veterans in Mount Vernon, or go to culvers.jobs and search for Mount Vernon, Illinois. A second job isn't a bad idea these days, and neither are discounts on frozen treats.
You need insurance to help protect things that mean a lot to you. You need coverage that's affordable because we all have a budget. At Country Financial, we get it. For close to 100 years, we've offered insurance and financial services to help protect what's most important to you and to help prepare for your future. Best of all, I'm here to get to know you and find solutions for your budget. In other words, we've got your back. I'm Josh Finley, your local Country Financial representative. Call me at 618-242-4024.
Back to Mount Vernon Rams football, powered by People's National Bank.
Back here in Alton at Public School Stadium, Chris Hugo, Tyler Williams alongside as we are almost ready for the second half of football here. Week 9 finale. Rams and Redbirds. Rams lead at 25-13, Tyler, for this Ram team. Set to receive the second half kickoff, assuming that there isn't any trickery afoot.
Yeah, I mean, set to get the kickoff. Make sure they don't do the same thing to you coming out of the break here. But on offense, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep giving Jay Sean the ball, and keep working on the lines there. Doing really well on the offensive line. Going back to the defensive side, just like I said, sure up those run gaps, and I think Alton scoring would be held to a minimum. So getting ready for the second half to get kicked off here.
Indeed, we are. And what a second half it'll be. Final second half of this 2024 season for the Mount Vernon Rams and the Alton Redbirds both. The Redbirds come in 1-7. The Rams are 3-5. And I know some, we talked about this in the pregame show, some seem to be going around town that the Rams might have a chance for the playoffs at 4-5. And that certainly does not appear to be the case. In fact, some 5-4 teams may not get in already. So, for all intents and purposes, the final game of the season for Mount Vernon Rams football. And let's see how they close it out with the second half to come as Alton is set to kick off. Quarter number 3. All the action is presented by People's National Bank here on WMIX. They'll take us through the remainder of the year as well with baseball, basketball, softball, all still to come as kickoff had a flag, and it should be a false start, I think, on the Alton Redbirds. Blows the play dead immediately.
Started off the same way we ended.
This time from the 35 instead of the 40.
Oh, goodness. So let's try it again to get started with the second half of action here from Alton. Cowan on to kick off for the Alton Redbirds tonight, dressed in red, gray pants, gray helmets. The Rams in their away whites, orange and black trim. There's a boomer back toward the end zone and picked up at about the 3-yard line for Jay Sean Staples. Near hash, he'll get to the 20. He's brought down 21, ran into his own guy. That blocker just going to get out of his way fast enough. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Rams at their own 21.
32 in the TV.
Yeah, it just didn't seem like the blocker could get out of the lane for Jay Sean, and Jay Sean ran right into him.
14-yard kickoff return.
5 seconds into the second half, Mount Vernon Rams football presented by People's National Bank. We'll see just who might get that Walgreens Distribution Center first score of the quarter. It'll be Pierce to the left, Nolan Mass to the right. Out of the gun for Malachi Mays with Jay Sean Staples as his lead back. And nope, that's Isaiah Jefferson. He's going to get a change of pace. Oh, and he'll be brought down by a face mask. Shy of the 30 to about the 28-yard line. So currently a gain of 8 for Staples off of the ground. Or excuse me, Jefferson off of the ground.
Looked like it may have been a horse collar, too. I didn't see the face mask, but it is a face mask. What do I know?
Penalty marked off, be a first down.
So first down for the Rams here with the 8 yards plus the penalty, and this should put them in pretty prime field position here with 11:48 left in this third quarter. Video streaming presented by Paul Shields, your Mount Vernon All-State agent, 2100 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Give Paul a call for a free quote.
Sound like
there
me,
we go.
Stumbling over my words.
11:40 remaining third quarter. Out of the gun for Mays and company. And it's going to be a quick runner to the near side as the 45 pulled down at about the 47 is where the spot is going to go, and that's a 5-yard run for Malley.
Yeah, the QB runs have been doing a lot better. I think the runs up the middle when they were stacking that box, but now we're getting those guards pulled around, kind of like we do for those outside zone runs for Staples, and getting some head of steam with those guards and getting some blocks for Malachi there on the edge.
25-13 was your halftime score, and that's where we are, a minute into the third quarter as the Rams are trying to move the football downfield. Ball on their own 47-yard line on the near hash. Trips left side here for Malachi Mays, the quarterback. They'll put Jefferson in motion, and that is going to be that same touchdown play. This time Kessler is going to cut up toward midfield, gets to midfield, gain of 3.
Pick up about 3 yards.
And there we go. Forgot to write down his touchdown yardage. There we go. Got his stats updated. 25-13 Ram lead, 10:33 left. We're in the third. It'll be 3rd and 2 now at midfield. Rams need to get to the opposing 48. And there's a moth. Get out of here, fella. Don't get hurt. Don't go towards the light there of all my devices. Get out of here, buddy. Okay, there you go. So the Rams finally break huddle. They'll send Mass to the right side, Ty Pierce to the left. Jefferson the back here for Mays. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. He runs off tackle, gets to the first down. He is at the 47. And they're still trying to bring him down. They finally do. And I think Malley even fought for the extra yard to get to the 46. Gain of 4. Unbelievable. Also unbelievable, Lady Rams and Rams Cross Country, both South 7 Conference champions. And as a result, they are our Josh Finley Country Financial Rams of the Week. And when you're working to achieve your financial goals, it helps to have some trusted guidance along the way. See Josh Finley, your Mount Vernon Country Financial Advisor, to help you plan for your financial future. Both receivers right. Jefferson will be the back to the right of the quarterback, Mays. And handoff coming to the near side for Jefferson. They're going to lift him up off of the ground and spine buster him onto the turf. It'll be a no gain.
It's not funny, but the way you said it was funny. Spine buster.
Spine buster.
I mean, it was, but
it was almost a suplex. Wasn't quite a sidewalk slam. More of a spine buster with suplex principles.
Triple H had the spine buster, didn't he? Right before
a lot of guys would do this. Yeah, a lot of guys would do the spine buster. I did one right before my graduation in the old Shagnon Gymnasium. Actually, no, we were in the girls' gym lining up to go into Shagnon because it rained. Anyhow, 2nd and 10 from the 46 for the Rams, and Malley's going to roll to the right side, looking downfield, and underthrown for Ty Pierce. It'll stop the clock with 8:48 remaining in the third quarter. Bring up 3rd down and 10 on the incomplete pass. That was just a teensy-weensy bit underthrown.
Yeah. I was lucky to have my graduation outside.
Yep.
Didn't rain or anything. I know that happened to a lot of people, though, there at the old campus. Kind of crowded. I can't imagine how crowded it was if it was inside.
It was miserable. That's all there is to it. It's part of why I have a soft spot in my heart for video streaming the graduations, because I know mine was inside. We didn't have such a thing back then. 2 to the right side here with 8:48 left in the third. For the Rams out of the gun, Malachi May. Staples is back into the game. And not quite play action, but looking for the fade route left side. That's going to be caught by Staples inside the 30 to the 25, 20-yard line, dragging a guy to the 19. Gain of 27. Not bad.
He can kind of do it all, can he? Catching it on that little HB shark wheel. If you're a college NCAA 25 shark wheel.
And what a play down to the 20 here. 1st and 10 for the Rams, 8:35 remaining. Third quarter action from Public School Stadium. Not on the campus of Alton High School. No. And oddly enough, only the only public high school in Alton. But I digress, as the handoff is going to be a reverse. Kessler has running room between the middle. He'll get into the end zone for the score. Between the hashes, just ran it right up that gut. 21-yard scamper for Jack Kessler, the senior here, to put the Ram lead up 18, 31-13.
Yeah, I mean, that same play, that kind of reverse play, double handoff to Kessler, just right up the gut for the 21-yard touchdown for him. 2 touchdowns this game for him so far.
What a night for Jack Kessler. As we await the Carnine PAT. 31-13, Rams up 18, looking to make it 19. Also the jersey number of Truman Carnine. And the 4-star kicker comes through with the boot. It's 32-13.
Oh, with a one-handed grab by the coach there from Mount Vernon.
Not bad. Nice tight spiral back into the official as well.
Man, I didn't see which coach that was, but that was an elite grab.
So another SI Tile and Carbon Supply touchdown. That's our Walgreens first score of the quarter. Walgreens Distribution Center has a variety of opportunities, including Monday to Friday work schedules with no weekends. They even have leadership opportunities. Walgreens is an equal opportunity employer and welcomes individuals with diverse talents and backgrounds. And what a diverse talent this tree has is dropping leaves on us at all times. We're here in the elements at Public School Stadium in the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois broadcast booth. Here, Week 9 football action. The Rams on top, trying to go out a winner, trying to get their record to 4-5 before the season comes to a close.
This weather is starting to get a lot chillier as time goes on, as expected, but
19 corner 9 kicking off for the Rams.
see if you can get one of those diagonal kicks again.
Yep, it will be. This one's going to take a bounce off
him.
of the player out of bounds. That's no flag. That is just a clean play as he was too hot to handle there at the 11, and that's where the Redbirds will have it 1st and 10.
Ball bounced off number 20, Hogan's hands out of bounds. 1st and 10, Alton inside the 20. Looks like it'll be about 16-yard line. 1st and 10, Redbirds.
Just bounced right off his hands out of bounds. That's one way to do it.
32-13 score. Rams going to look to defend now. Up 19. 8:04 left. The Redbirds with the football on their own 16-yard line to start the drive. Out of the gun here for Riley Smith, the quarterback. And what is this?
Timeout.
Mount Vernon to prevent a 12-men on the field penalty. This timeout is presented by SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital in Mount Vernon, just off of Veterans Memorial Drive. Advanced care close to home in the King City. And that's the first, I think, 12 men on the field penalty avoidance on defense. They've been on special teams primarily.
Yep.
And have had to call a timeout each time to avoid the penalty. 32-13, Mount Vernon on top. Again, 8:04 left. We're in the third quarter. 1st and 10 for the Redbirds. Ball on their own 13-yard line as the Rams open up the half with a score by Jack Kessler. 21-yard run on a reverse. Would love it if this team were going to the playoffs, and I've had quite a few messages come in, actually. 4-5, likely not getting it done this year. Very rare that happens. Usually a conference champion. As this handoff to Elliott's going to go up the middle. He's to the 20-yard line. Going to double back as he ran into the wall, and now goes to the 25 outside, 30, 35, maybe 34-yard line, and that's going to be a gain of about 18 for Elliott.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about at halftime. Just you had him down. I mean, had him down for a short gain, but at the same time, you kind of have missed tackles, and then he goes for an 18-yard gain for a first down, and looks like we have an injury timeout here.
Injured player down on the field.
So is this a? I cannot see.
I'm
like screen. Okay.
Pick up about 20 yards on that carry.
They have about 20 yards, really about 18 yards on the carry there by Elliott. 7:54 mark of the third. We'll see as they tend to the player down on the field. Rams are going to try to talk about as much as they can in the time that they're given. Work on some defensive strategy. The Redbirds' lone win on the season was over O'Fallon last week. Rams' wins so far have been over Granite City, Carbondale, and Collinsville. Collinsville was up over Triad at halftime, 22-20, I believe.
It's good to see the Mount Vernon player.
A 7-1 Triad team tonight.
Anybody got a score on the Koke game by chance?
26.
I was trying to find one. Of course, with the Hoke, you're not getting a lot of traveling media to Sycamore.
Yeah, I don't know if I just wasn't paying attention or you said it at halftime.
Didn't have it. This takes me back to my score tracking days back in the day. That's how I started in radio, by the way. I got scores for everybody else. Ooh, they're down big. Out of the pistol here for the Redbirds. Handoff will go. Trying to get a number on him as he is Going to get a couple on the play to about the 37. Oh, it was Elliott. Okay. My apologies. Didn't look like him. Quick Tony Wilt State Farm scoreboard. Doggone it. I just had it. I don't like the new X app. Just an opinion. 31-8, Sycamore on top of Cahokia. Sycamore out of the Interstate 8 up north. Sycamore had probably one of the best plans for district play.
Yeah.
When they proposed that to the IHSA way back when.
Yep.
Out of the pistol here, Rams on top 32-13. The Redbirds trying to strike back 2nd and 7 from the 37. This is going to be a reverse. Coming to the near side. And the run is going to be to the 45, midfield. Finally stepped out of bounds. A little toe tap dance there at about the 48, as that is going to be 15 yards on the run by number 17, Stampley. Stampley's first actual run, if I remember right.
Yeah. I had to write his name down. I didn't have it wrote down. Giving us a little own taste for our medicine, a little reverse.
No doubt.
I mean,
32-13. That's still the score here for those of you listening on WMIX, for those of you watching WMIX Sports YouTube. Official is trying to wind the clock. I don't
understand.
It was already running.
Reset it?
Maybe. This is going to be Elliott on the handoff again, and he will fall forward, slipping at about the 48 for no gain. Marion, a close one with Mattoon. They lead the Green Wave 34-27, about 2:10 left in the third quarter.
The Green Wave.
Yep.
They've always been a pretty good program, if I remember correctly.
A little down this year, but yeah. Very strong program in recent years. And now we'll have a fumble on the handoff, and that's going to be Williams. He'll pick it up and take a loss as he's pushed back across midfield. To the 49, it'll be a loss of 3. Tough play. It'll bring up third down and about 13. These scoreboard updates presented by Tony Wilt, your State Farm agent in Mount Vernon. Trying to get you a Centralia update. They lead Effingham after 3, 28-13. South of town here, Roxana leads Alton Marquette 42-0. And just a calm two-step drop and a heave towards this near sideline, and that's going to be incomplete even if he caught it. He was out of bounds as the intended target up the left side was number 2, Kobe Taylor. Another incomplete pass brings up fourth down for the Redbirds. With 5:38 left, we're in the third. It'll be 4th and 13 from their own 49-yard line.
They're going to pound it away here.
That would be my recommendation. They don't ask me.
Number 30, Braden Drew, set to punt for the Redbirds.
Rams have a man back to return. Zay Nesbitt at about the 20-yard line between the hashes as we look for this Redbird punt. 32-13, the Ram lead. As they're trying to get a guy to jump, and it looks like they're successful in their attempt. Nope, it's going to be a false start. Good peepers from the official. So it'll be 4th and 18 from the 44. Join Casaraya before or after the game for great food, great atmosphere, great drinks, and exceptional service. As we await that 4th and 18 punt from the 44. The punt will actually go off from the 35. Let's see. Nesbitt going to let it bounce, and it'll stymie around to about the 15. And that's where the Rams will have it 1st and 10, 5:25 remaining in this third quarter. The odd-numbered quarters have moved somewhat quickly tonight.
Yep.
It's been the even-numbered quarter so far that's been a problem. We're in a little unusual position tonight in the Orthopedic Center broadcast booth. Different camera angle. We're a little bit lower than what we normally would be, but we certainly have a great view of the action.
Yep.
With 5:25 remaining here in the third, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Rams from their own 15. Quick handoff to Jay Sean Staples. He'll cut between.
Fumble.
And fumble the football. It's going to be picked up at the 20 by the Redbirds. Tough play there for the Rams as Staples will have a rare fumble and a rare turnover. Big opportunity for Alton.
Yeah, I mean, just stripped it. I mean, that's just, I don't really, not really a deep analysis on that one. Just stripped it and fumbled it.
That's exactly what happened. Hopefully saying I'll get around to it someday is not your saving for retirement strategy. Turn someday into right now with Edward Jones financial advisor Michael Croshan, 1726 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Out of the pistol here for the Redbirds. 1st and 10 for the Mount Vernon 20. They're in the red zone officially. And it's going to be Williams off tackle run left. He'll get to about the 15. Everybody tries to avoid the extracurriculars. It'll be 2nd and 5. 5:02 left, third quarter. 19-point lead for the Rams, but for how much longer? As they'll work out of the pistol, 2 left, 2 right. Handoff. Williams going to go left again. Ooh, gets inside the 10. Tumbles to the 5. We'll see where the spot's going to be. That's going to be a 10-yard run. It'll bring up 1st and goal from the 5.
He's just a bowling pin down there.
Yes, he is.
A bowling ball, I guess I should say.
Here in the Ortho Center broadcast booth, they're proud to have a long-standing tradition of superior orthopedic care, treating thousands of patients from the Southern Illinois region and beyond, as well as a far corner run. And no problem for Elliott, as he'll get into the end zone from 5 yards out, and they'll make it 32-19.
Seems like anytime they were on that left side, there's such a big gap for them. I don't know what it is going on down there, but anytime they run on that offensive left, defensive right, it is wide open.
They will go for 2. Trying to make it 32-21. And out of the gun, pitch to the left. It's going to end up as a reverse. Nope.
Really
Trick play.
special.
And it does not work. Out of the reach of the quarterback. Riley Smith into the end zone. It'll fall incomplete.
That was a no-fly zone at public school stadium?
Something like that. Oh, goodness. So that'll make the score 32-19 with 4:24 remaining in the third quarter. And the Alton Redbirds will kick off.
What that Philly special, huh?
I know. I haven't seen many high schools try it.
I don't know if I was
tough
about to say that might
at the
be
professional level.
I was about to say that might be the first time I've ever seen it attempted in a high school game.
I've only seen it work once or twice. Ever.
Kind of looked like the Super Bowl one, Tom Brady just out of the reach. Just almost the exact same thing there.
Yeah, it's been crafted the Philly special because they executed it, but many teams before them tried it.
I mean, it's the biggest stage, that's why.
Oh, yeah. There's the kick. Well, that's going to be a line drive to Jefferson. It's 20-25. Took a step back, and it probably cost him a yard or two, but it'll be 1st and 10 Rams at their own 28-yard line. 4:18 remains in the third quarter. 32-19 is your Ram lead. We'll know all 256 playoff teams tomorrow. Then we'll know where everybody's going tomorrow night. And more texts have come in asking me about the 4 and 5 and if I'm sure. And some of these I haven't answered, and I apologize. It's easier to do this, but I know if Harrisburg loses tonight, they'll be 5 and 4, and there's people there sweating whether or not they're going to make the playoffs at 5 and 4, which is why I've come to my opinion. Massed in motion. Instead, it's going to be a handoff, and a good one it is. That's going to be Jefferson past the 30 down to the 31 near the near sideline. About a 3-yard gain. And extracurriculars.
Flag down on the far sideline.
It's now 41-27, Marion leading Mattoon.
I think this might be coming back.
Sounds that way from the fan reaction. Benton leading Harrisburg 34-7. These scores presented by Tony Wilcher, State Farm agent of Mount Vernon. That new red State Farm Jeep around town. Serving 15-plus years in Mount Vernon, Tony Wilt State Farm. Dan Mings wanting an explanation. I don't know that any of us are going to get one. This is WMIX-FM, Mount Vernon, Marion, all of Southern Illinois. A free service from Withers Broadcasting, top of the 9 o'clock hour here in the Central Time Zone. Top of the hour from wherever you may be watching us on the WMIX Sports YouTube channel. As they're going to walk this one off, penalty is indeed on the Rams.
Looks like a hold and a sideline. Or a illegal block, I guess.
So we'll hit the 4-minute mark on this drive. This is going to be first and long for the Rams. First and probably 20. Back on the 20-yard line. Quarterback Malachi Mays out of the gun. Jefferson his back, double shift. And awaiting the snap. In motion will be Kessler, and he will get the sweep play. Trying to bounce off now, looking to get to the outside. He's back to the 20, swung around to about the 23. They may give him to the 24. If so, a gain of 4 yards for Kessler. This will be second at about 14 for the Rams. We'll drop below 3:30 here. Third quarter action presented by People's National Bank. PeoplesNationalBank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams here on WMIX. 32-19 score. The Rams lead as a baker's dozen here on the road in Alton, trying to get some more points on the board. Receivers are split out of the gun here for Malachi Mays. His back flanks him to the right. That's Jefferson trying to stretch to the near side, but cuts back up, gets to the 30, maybe to the 31. It'll be a gain of 7, and we'll have a late
here comes
flag.
Another flag.
Let's see what the end result of this one's going to be. Does not look good.
12, Jordan Momack, 21, Stewart. 2 of the Redbirds on the tackle.
Staples will check back in, maybe. Nope, back on the sideline. No mechanic, no nothing yet.
Personal foul, Alton. Oh, it's offsetting.
Okay.
Offsetting penalties.
Although I love that he's pointing to the home crowd, but he needs to be pointing the opposite way where the press box actually is, where our PA guy is.
Yeah.
But that's all right.
Third down upcoming.
I think the PA is actually over there.
Oh, I thought he was to our left.
No. I think it was, but then they converted
I see
into
it
a
now.
concession stand. I think it's up way up there above their concession stand over
Oh,
on the other side.
I was giving bad intel. We may be outside for nothing.
I think that may be the case.
Oh, no, it's tied up there, too. I had a lengthy discussion with Alton folks. As this will be a sweep to the near side, coming to the 35. Looks like the carrier that time is still going to be Jefferson. And he is close to a first down, but not quite. Maybe about 3 or 4 more. 2:14 left, third quarter. Ball on the 35-yard line. It'll be 4th and about 3. As the Rams appear as if they're going to go for it here, unless it just ends up as a pooch punt for Malachi Mays. I wouldn't think so. Out of the gun for Mays, maybe trying to get a hard count here to get him offside, and then play clock down to 5. Minute 43 left in the quarter, and it is going to be reverse. It works to Kessler again as he's to the 40 for a gain of 6, but a flag. A flag out of the backfield. He got about 6 yards on the play, but we'll see where this one's going to rest.
I would assume
they'll
it's gonna
talk
be
it
a
over.
hold. Yep.
Yep. So that's going to bring it back and wipe that run off of the board. With a minute 37 remaining, it's going to be 4th and long, and the Rams will punt the football away.
Yeah.
Penalties marked off. Remains 4th down.
Here comes this tree again. Jeez.
This tree is serious business.
It's like it like won't do it for like 10 minutes, and out of nowhere, it's just like the whole entire tree right on top of it.
It's like we're in a snow globe of leaves.
Yeah.
As the Carnine punt on 4th down for the 25. Just gets past midfield, and it'll take a Ram bounce down to the 34-yard line. Has a lot of contact on the field, not drawing any interest of the yellow flag throwing crew. We're not normally out here amongst the faithful, so you'll have to forgive us. But
not very happy with those zebras.
Nope. It will be 1st and 10 for the Alton Redbirds, however, at the 35-yard line, and I totally understand their plight.
I do too, but hey, if I was them, I'd be yelling the exact same thing, but I'm here.
Sure. 100%. A minute 14 remains in the 3rd quarter. Redbirds will run out of the pistol, trips to the left side here for the quarterback, Riley Smith. The 5'10 junior going to hand off to Williams again. He will break left and runs into his own guy at the 39, gain of 4.
Bull in a china shop. He just runs hard. There's no other option for him. I love the way he runs, man.
I don't want to say he runs angry, but he glides. But it's like bull in a china shop is probably the best way to describe it. As now on 2nd and 6, the Williams run will take them shy of the 45 to about the 43.
3rd down, Redbirds.
He's not like drawing out contact. What in the world?
What happened now?
Unsportsmanlike conduct, Alton.
Well, that's going to take them backward a little bit.
Must have said something down there. I didn't see anything crazy, but must have had some words for somebody.
21 seconds remain here in this 3rd quarter. And they'll run out of the pistol with 3rd and 17 looming from their own 28-yard line. Smith out of the pistol and out of play action. He's going to be swallowed up by Jay Sean Staples inside the 20 at about the 18. Big loss takes us to the end of the 3rd quarter. After 3, the Mount Vernon Rams 32, Alton Redbirds 19. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
There's only so much time in the day. That's why People's National Bank makes banking easy and convenient with PNB To Go mobile banking. PNB To Go allows you to deposit checks, pay bills, transfer money between accounts, view your statements, turn your debit card off and on, and much more, all on your smartphone. It truly is banking at your fingertips with PNB To Go mobile banking. People's National Bank. Member FDIC.
Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois welcomes Natasha Rhodes, nurse practitioner, to their staff. Natasha specializes in orthopedics with special interest in spine and is accepting new patients. Her clinical experience lies in neurosurgery with concentration on adult geriatric primary care. Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois is changing the face of back and neck care by providing comprehensive treatment with a personal approach. Visit ortho-center-si.com or call 618-242-3778.
Follow us on social media at WMIX Sports. This is Mount Vernon Rams football.
94.1 WMIX, or you're watching live on the WMIX Sports YouTube as we head to the 4th quarter for 4th and long to open us up after a Jay Sean Staples sack of the quarterback Riley Smith. Push the Alton Redbirds back to 4th and forever from their own 18-yard line. Defensive stand for the Rams here as we head to the 4th. Alton shorthanded. They finally get their 11th man onto the field with 15 on the play clock. As we await the punt. Low snap, no problem. Picked up, gets it off. Fair catch called for at about the 46, and that's where the Rams will have it. It's a good grab.
Yeah, it was a great grab.
By Ellis, I think.
Yeah, kind of had a little more hang time than I think he expected.
All the action tonight presented by People's National Bank, the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams here on WMIX. As Mass will go left. To the right, it's Pierce. Quarterback Malachi Mays is out of the gun. And Staples, your ball carrier, is going to bounce off a tackle up front. Then he's pushed from behind to about the 47. That's where forward progress should be, is about the 47-yard line. For a gain of 1. All that for 1.
28, Darian Johnson, primary tackler on that play. 2nd and 9 for Mount Vernon.
If you've been hurt on the job, call Hannigan and McGovern at 618-241-9251. Experience you can count on, a reputation you can trust. As we have 11-14 to go in the season. 32-19 the score. Rams by a baker's dozen over the Alton Redbirds tonight on the road, Public School Stadium. Out of the gun for Mays. Quarterback keeper just draws his own number. He's going to be shy of midfield, and he might have gotten 2. Up 1.
Yeah, I mean, again, those quarterback sneaks up the middle seem like they aren't being as effective as those ones where you kind of pull the either guard around and get an extra blocker in there, because they're stacking the line of scrimmage up there, 6, 5, 6, 7 guys at times, and they're not letting anything go up the middle.
They'll split up the receivers with Jefferson in the backfield for the quarterback Mays. 10:22 remains, 3rd and 8. Ball on the Mount Vernon 48-yard line. He'll roll to the right side, throws one off the back foot, looking for Mass downfield, and that'll be broken up at about the 30-yard line. That was a great-looking throw downfield.
Yeah, it was.
And I think if that receiver hadn't had his head turned, that's probably pass interference, but that's going to end up being great defense. It'll bring up 4th and 8.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty clean just in the moment.
Yep.
But
had his head turned and just kept Mass from catching it. So Carnine will punt as they tend to the Ram on the sideline, who had to be dragged off the field.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of laughing at there. A few of the players just kind of dragged him off.
Play clock is at 2, and there is going to be a flag.
False start.
False start on the Rams. With 10-12 left. It'll push them back 5. It'll be 4th and 13 from the 43. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois offers the most progressive therapies for orthopedics and sports medicine, spine surgery, shoulder surgery, knee surgery, outpatient arthroscopic surgery, and joint replacement surgery. It's the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. So that's going to go all the way back.
Penalty moves it back to the 27.
To the 27-yard line. So it must have been more than just a false start.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, it's tough to read those mechanics backwards. And here's a punt that'll barely clear midfield. And take a hop to about the 44-yard line, where, with 10:02 remaining, it'll be first down for the Alton Redbirds. Appreciate the support of Paul Shields, a Mount Vernon All-State agent. Provides the video streaming for the broadcast. Find Paul, 2100 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
I love being, as much as sometimes it's better to be in press box, I love hearing the fans out here and see what they got to say.
Well, if they could always keep their language clean, it wouldn't bother me, but being in my role frightens me sometimes, but love the energy. 10:02 left. We are in the fourth quarter. Out of the gun for the Redbirds. Riley's going to take a three-step drop, then a quick connect here on the left side. And a first down, Bruin. Oh, he's going to be about a yard short there as I'm trying to remember the name of Stampley. That's who it is.
Stampley, yeah.
9 yards. All my rosters were in the same stack, and I couldn't find any of them.
About 6 yards, 7 yards.
So 9:41 left here in this one, 32-19. The Ram lead is 13. Second and short here for the Redbirds. Ball on the Mount Vernon 48-yard line on the near hash. They'll work out of the gun here, twins each side. Two-step drop, quick pass to the right side. That's going to be complete, no problem at the 45. That'll be a 3-yard gain, I think, to number 2, Kobe Taylor.
First down, Redbirds.
And that'll move the change and pause the clock with 9:20 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Also, a quick congratulations, Rams and Lady Rams Cross Country. They are your Josh Finley Country Financial Rams of the Week. Two-step, three-step, four-step drop on the hash. The flat-footed pass will be complete to Elliott. He's at the 40-yard line, 35. Makes a break off of a spin. Now U-turns to the 30. And that will be a 16-yard pass. Calm, cool, collected.
Yeah, he's just standing back there and just, on that one, I mean, it was maybe, a 5-yard pass, and Elliott made up the rest of it. And all of them have been short passes in this drive so far. Someone call timeout.
Oh, I was waiting to see on the video board who. Timeouts presented by SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital, advanced care close to home in the King City. So the only thing I don't like about video board scoreboards that double as advertising outlets.
Yeah.
Because now the valuable information on the scoreboard is gone.
Got to have it if you have a board like that, though, I guess.
Yeah. Any day now. Let's get back to the scoreboard here. There we go. It was taken by the Redbirds. So looking downfield, flag route here. Fades. Going to be into the end zone and dropped by Taylor. That carried all 30 yards through the air and looked like he was trying to drop it in the bucket, but there was a hole in the bucket.
I don't know if you can have a more perfect pass. I mean,
that was great.
Yeah. It was one of those that probably should have been a touchdown.
8:53 remain here in the fourth. 32-19, Rams on top. Trying to close out 2024 with a victory. Redbirds, meanwhile, trying to mount their comeback and get it started right here. Out of the gun, 2 left, 2 right for Smith. Ooh, he may run for it. And he will try, and he'll be brought down in a hurry by, I believe, Malone. Yep, Makai Malone with the tackle. That'll bring up 3rd and 10. Same formation out of the shotgun here on 3rd and 10 from near the 30-yard line. 3-step drop, looking, rolling left. Still looking downfield. Zay Nesbitt going to give chase. Now stymied and running back to the right side. Off balance throws going to be thrown over the middle. Taylor coming around to get it. Gets to the far sideline inside the 15. Down to about the 12, and that's going to be 18 out of nothing for Kobe Taylor and Riley Smith. Smith did just enough to keep that play alive when Taylor came back over the middle to go back to the far side and got the grab. It's 1st and 10 from the 13.
Yeah, it just looked like a scramble drill. He's going left, then back right, and then it's tough for a secondary to, defend somebody that long.
Quick pass into the flat, and that'll be complete to Stampley, and he's going to make a break inside the 5. Nice cut at the 2 back into the end zone.
There's a hold there, blocking the back.
The flag is going to bring this one back. What would have been a 13-yard touchdown for Stampley. with 7:58 remaining in the fourth quarter. But would have turned this into a one-possession game. Should be coming back off of the board. In fact, it's not even been put on. Pretty good indicator when they don't even call it wave touchdown or anything like that unless they think he stepped out of bounds.
What?
Oh. Oh, okay. We'll do it again. 1st and 10 from the 13 as the penalty's offset, whatever they may have been. Again, we're on the opposite side of the way he's flashing the mechanics. We drop below the 8-minute mark here. 32-19 Rams. 1st and 10 for the Redbirds on the 13. 5 wide, empty backfield here out of the gun for Riley Smith. But a man in motion is Elliott from right to left. That's probably going to be the hot. Nope. Rolling to the right side is Smith, and he'll have to dump one off and throw it away. It'll be incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Just a smart play by him.
Absolutely. Great awareness.
Nothing there. Don't make a mistake to put your team out of the game.
If you're looking for a bank that truly cares, People's National Bank offers exceptional customer service and innovative solutions. Discover more at peoplesnationalbank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. 2nd and 10 now from the 13. Clock stops at 7:36. Single back set out of the gun. 2 left, 2 right are your receivers. And just simple handoff. Elliott going to try to stretch to the near side. Gets to the 10, evades a tackle. And finally, I believe, pushed out of bounds at about the 4 for a gain of 9. This one's not over yet.
No, not even close.
First, we'll have your Egyptian Spine Clinic postgame show coming up with your Malford and Culver's player of the game. And it is the final game for these seniors to give you a little indicator of whom the POG or G's might be. Quarterback keeper Smith doubled back. Looks like a counter as he's trying to make his way into the end zone, but he'll be shy by about a yard. Gain of maybe 2. I think that's the first time he's dialed his own number.
Yeah. What?
Clock will pause for the first down. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 1.
I was like, why is the clock stop?
The rare can get a first down without scoring. So they'll be a yard out, and Ram Killer Williams is back into the game.
Yeah.
And he's just going to provide protection for Smith. Riley Smith dials his own digit and gets into the end zone for a 1-yard touchdown. Make it 32-25. And that point after attempt, I'm telling you right now, going to be looming large. 7-1. They'll try the PAT here from Cowan.
They gave it to Mount Vernon on accident on the scoreboard.
You love to see it. Then they messed it up. Should be 32-25. And that one will just miss. 32-25.
7 minutes, 1 second to go in the contest. Mount Vernon 32,
32-25.
7:01 remaining here in the fourth quarter. The Rams will get the football back following this SI Talent Carbon Supply touchdown. Of course, we'll have your Egyptian Spine Clinic postgame show to follow this one. I'm Chris Hugo. Tyler Williams is alongside. Jeff Crow is taking care of the camera. Natalie Warren and Sawyer Overstreet back at the Mount Vernon studio tonight. Dr. Salem at the Egyptian Spine Clinic, well, he's been seeing patients in Mount Vernon for almost 10 years. Johns Hopkins trained spine surgeon. When it comes to spine or orthopedics, nobody takes care of you better than the Egyptian Spine Clinic. Snow globes in effect again with this tree.
Yeah.
'Tis the season as the Rams await the kickoff.
See, we got some confusions on special teams again, I think.
It's been a bit of a struggle bus tonight. There's the kick from Cowan. Fading backward, and it hits the goal line. It'll be a touchback. 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Rams is where we'll be. And don't go anywhere and don't leave the edge of that seat. This one has become close. A one-possession game here in the fourth quarter. The Mount Vernon Rams on top. Your Mount Vernon Culver's now hiring. Starting pay $15.25 per hour. Join the Blue Crew today. Go to culvers.jobs. Search for Mount Vernon, Illinois, or apply in person at Veterans and 42nd today. There's probably still time. To the left for the Rams here out of the gun. Mays the quarterback. With a man in motion. That's Mast. This is going to be a play to Jefferson. Looking for Mast to block into the 1-yard gain. It's going to be to the 21. So yard on the play for the Rams. And that's come along to Isaiah Jefferson.
Yeah, he came out in motion. It didn't really look like he was blocking the way he was supposed to.
I'm not going to tell you the Redbirds smell blood in the water.
Yeah.
But the Redbirds smell blood in the water. As if they're sharks.
And not Redbirds.
Correct. I realized I made them sound rather carnivorous. But here we go. Pierce and Mast will go off left. Jefferson the back for the quarterback. Mays out of the gun. 6:13 left on 2nd and 10. They did not give the yard gain, and this one's going to be right up the middle for maybe 2. So 6 minutes remaining in the Rams season here in 2024.
Third down upcoming. 17.
Gotta be able to move the chains here because
yes,
I mean Alton, like you said, Alton does smell blood in the water. They want to get off the field, get this offense back out here. If you're the Mount Vernon Rams, you need to get this first down and get this clock going. I mean, it's going now, but keep it going.
This will be the final time these two teams play, finishing up their 2-year deal. Rams seeking a Week 9 opponent for next year. And Rams are going to burn a timeout. Presented by SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital. Advanced care close to home in the King City. SSM Health off of Veterans Memorial Drive in Mount Vernon. So the Rams' schedule for next year, is one change. Obviously not going to go back to Akron, Ohio, nor are they going to come to Mount Vernon, Illinois. The Rams have picked up the Altoff Crusaders, their previous Week 5 opponent.
Back like they never left.
Yep, except for just 2 years there. And end result is they're back on the schedule. I do not know home or away just yet, but I know they're back. Everything else is the same except Weeks 5 and 9. And again, the Rams still trying to find that Week 9 opponent. I understand there's a couple of potential finalists. Just waiting for a signed contract in return, I understand.
Yeah.
A couple of decent teams. Won't tell you who they are just yet, just so we don't possibly do damage to any potential contract talks.
English might put us through this floor if we say it.
He's been trying. As the Rams on 3rd and 8 out of the timeout have it on their own 22. 2-step, 3-step drop now. This one's going to be batted, but caught anyway by Jay Sean Staples. They say it hit the ground. I thought he had it. Maybe it's just my angle.
I thought he caught it.
Nope, they say they blew it incomplete as if it touched the ground. And so it'll be 4th and 8 for the Rams with 5:16 left.
Number 19, Stampley 17, set to receive the punt.
So Stampley, who's always dangerous, and the Rams will have a false start. 5-yard penalty will push it back to the 17-yard line. It'll be 4th and 13, and they will punt it away again, or at least try. And Stampley's going to move 5 yards closer.
4th and 13.
That about was fist to table there. Just don't know how sturdy this table is, so that's why I didn't.
Been out here a minute. And as we await the punt. That one is a 56-degree wedge, I think. to about the 43-yard line. So prime field position for the Alton Redbirds with 5:05 to work with. They're down just 7, 32-25. And the Redbirds aren't going away into that fall night.
High punt, a lot of hang time. I don't know if the Rams are kind of trying to tempt them to make a mistake or.
Remains to be seen out of the gun for Riley Smith. His back is Elliott, and he's going to go to the right. A little sweep past the far hash, now to the 40-yard line. Nice spin, but brought down. They're going to go ahead and spot him all the way at the 39. It's about a 4-yard gain. 4:45 remaining in this one. Of course, all the action tonight presented by People's National Bank. PeoplesNationalBank.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Taylor all the way left. Twins each side, and now the handoff's going to be to Elliott. At the line of scrimmage and trying to battle, but that's a good job by Staples and Ellis to bring him down. Be a no gain. Coming up in our Egyptian Spine Clinic postgame show, we'll have our Michael Croce and Edward Jones final stats. Also work to get you a Tony Wilt State Farm scoreboard update, tell you how everybody else fared tonight. As right now, there's 4 minutes remaining on the road in Alton. The Rams 32, the Redbirds 25, and it's Redbird football 3rd and 6. Ball's on the near hash on the Mount Vernon 39. Rams hoping to come up with a defensive stand here. On 3rd and 6 out of the gun. Single back, and this one's going to be complete to Taylor. Kobe Taylor with the catch inside the 30. Brought down finally, first down yardage at about the 26-yard line for a 13-yard grab.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a quick slant right down the pipe.
Clock will pause as they move the chains. Of course, we'll find out all 256 IHSA playoff teams. There's a proposal on the table to add another round to the playoffs, which would, in fact, increase the number of playoff teams, but that's still in committee. Hand off to Williams, and the Rams will finally bring him down. I think a no gain.
No gain. That was a good tackle. Great tackle.
Phenomenal. 3:10 left in the season. 32-25. Rams on top. Redbirds threatening. Ball is about the 26-yard line, where it's 2nd and 10 for the Redbirds. 18 on the play clock, 2:56 on the game. This is a new ball carrier, as that will get to about the 16. Gain of about 4.
That's Josiah Stewart.
Okay. So on 3rd and 6 now, we have 2:37 remaining. Crunch time here. This is a big stand for the Rams on 3rd down, 5 to go. Ball on the 22-yard line in Mount Vernon territory. Alton threatening, down 7. Smith out of the gun. Single back. They give chase. Good spin to get out of trouble. Throws one off balance downfield. It'll fall incomplete. Could have been a whole heaping amount of trouble there for Riley Smith, and we'll have 4th down and 6 and a timeout more than likely.
Looked like there was an injured Ram. He's back up now.
Timeout presented by SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital. Advanced care close to home in the King City. So it'll be 4th down, and a huge 4th down here for the Mount Vernon Rams defense. They'll work out of the gun. 2 to the right. One to the right, 2 to the left. 3-step drop, looking for that flag route. Far corner of the end zone on the fade. Caught in the end zone. What a grab by Kobe Taylor. And it's a 1-point game with a PAT to tie it. It floated through the air effortlessly as it finally dropped into the hands of Kobe Taylor there on the far corner of the end zone. And this is a PAT away from a 32-all tie. Not where you want to be if you're the Mount Vernon Rams. And now for the Redbirds, it all rests on the leg of Cowan. Snap, hold, kick, up, hits the upright. No good, and we have a flag on the play. What's this going to be now?
Roughing the kicker.
It was no good off of the goalpost.
Yep.
We'll watch that again.
Roughing the kicker.
Here comes the... As you watch the replay, there's a snap, and... Actually ran into the holder, I think. So the Rams will take a timeout, presented by SSM Health, Good Samaritan Hospital.
They call
unbelievable.
So he ran into a holder, you said?
It looked like it, but I didn't get a good look on the replay.
Oh.
Either way, it's a penalty.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to go for 2 here. You're at the 1 yard line. Or you're going to sure up, at least going into overtime.
Unreal. I'm going to watch that again.
I'm going to look over your shoulder. Here you go.
Kick just... Yeah, it was into the... It was into the holder.
Come on.
Unreal. It's the world we live in right now. It's a 1-point game. The penalty gives half to the distance. They will go for 2. And they are probably going QB sneak. The box is stacked, and let's see what this yields. There's the snap. The run is, let's see, we're waiting the call. They say he's in, and that's going to be a 2-point conversion. The Alton Redbirds take a 33-32 lead. With 2:19 to play, let's see this. It just stacked, and finally on a last-ditch effort, the Redbirds got in. And how costly our running into the holder penalty is.
That's a tough break.
It's a terrible break for the Mount Vernon Rams, who now trail for the first time tonight. With 2:19 remaining in the 2024 season for the Mount Vernon Rams, and they now are facing the possibility of a defeat. As we'll await the Redbird kickoff with 2:19 to play. But don't forget, a lot of speed on this Ram team.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anything is possible.
Could be done right now. I mean, not done, but you could score here right now. You know what I mean? That's just the way it goes with this team.
Absolutely. .219 left. We await kickoff. And it's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 for the Rams from their own 20-yard line with 2:19 to play. Lest we forget what happened last time. That touchdown pass to Taylor. Kick running into the kicker penalty, followed by a 2-point conversion. And right now, the Alton Redbirds up 33-32, but 2:19 remains. The senior quarterback and his sophomore running back in the backfield, Malachi Mays and Jay Sean Staples. 2 receivers to the right, Mast and Pierce. Looking downfield to be complete to Nolan Mast. He'll get up to the near sideline, out of bounds. 2:14 left. Clock will stop with 2:13. It looks like that's going to be close to a first down. It is. It's going to move the chains. 10 yards on the play. First down. So 1st and 10 for the Rams. With 2:13, only 6 seconds off of the clock on that play. They'll split the receivers up left and right. Mays out of the gun. Staples to the back. 1st and 10 from the 30. And this is going to be Staples swallowed up in the backfield for a loss. And the Rams, mind you, don't have any timeouts left.
Tackle in the backfield, minus 72.
It says they have one on the screen. They do not. They do not have any timeouts left. And the loss of one will make the clock run here.
Looks like it's changed it. 0 timeouts on the scoreboard now.
Oh, my scoreboard. I'm sorry.
Oh.
On our screen. Mast left, Pierce right. Out of the gun, Malachi Mays with Staples to his right. Pardon me. 2-step drop. He's going to have to run for his life to the right side and throws it away. It'll stop the clock with 1:32 and bring up 3rd and 11. It'll be a big 3rd down here for the Mount Vernon Rams. With 1 minute, 32 seconds remaining in this one. Chris Hugo, Tyler Williams alongside Jeff Crow with us in the Orthopedic Center broadcast booth. Natalie Warren and Sawyer Overstreet back at the Mount Vernon studio tonight. The entire action presented by People's National Bank. Trust PNB for all your financial needs. They provide secure, reliable banking with a personal touch. Find out more at peoplesnationalbank.com. And Mays is back to pass out of the gun, and he'll be hit as he throws from behind. And that's going to be an incomplete pass. I love the effort by Kessler to pick it up off the hop and try to run it in, but that's incomplete. It'll bring up a big 4th down here. Dan Ming said it would not be easy tonight. This is a very athletic, very good Alton team that he thought was better than Centralia. And it's homecoming here in Madison County, and those who left early are going to regret it if the Alton Redbirds hang on. 33-32 Alton, minute 26 left in the 4th quarter, 4th and 11 for the Rams from their own 28. They got to go. They got to make something happen as Zay Nesbitt will come in. He'll be in the slot. Quarterback is going to be Malachi Mays. It looks like the halfback pass downfield. It's going to be for Ty Pierce, and it's going to be intercepted. And that's going to be the ball game at the 30. Great throw by Zay Nesbitt, but heck of a coverage from the Alton Redbirds, and there was nothing anybody could do. And the Mount Vernon Rams, barring a miracle with 1:23 left, are going to lose this one. But there's a flag on the Redbirds. It will not affect the interception. They've had guys taking their helmets off on the field, and that's a no-no. Probably going to get an unsportsmanlike penalty or 3.
Yeah, I'd say so. People coming off the sideline, people taking their helmets off. I'd say it's probably going to be something around that. Alrighty.
All right, maybe not.
Flag waved off.
Okay, then.
Alrighty.
It's kind of an indication of how the night has gone. 1 minute, 23 seconds left. Rams don't have any timeouts remaining. I'm just going to get rid of that on our screen. Nobody's calling a timeout, just getting the clock count right. For those of you watching on the WMIX Sports YouTube. We'll have our Egyptian Spine Clinic postgame show coming up. About 1:23 remaining in this one. A game that took the better part of forever tonight, and barring a miracle, is going to end in disappointment for the Mount Vernon Rams. It'll be 1st and 10 at about the 32-yard line for the Alton Redbirds after the interception on the trick play that on 4th down. And I don't know what else you would have run. That was a pretty good option for the Rams. Just didn't pay off.
Yeah.
And they will take a knee. Of course, the key to taking a knee is starting the clock.
Yeah.
Which they have yet to do. There we go.
But, yeah, I mean, the halfback pass has worked, you know, with Nesbitt having the arm that he does. Just great defensive play. Got right in front of it. Good ball skills. Caught it, came down with it. That was sealed up the game for him.
They'll wait, and they'll knee it out until this one comes to its conclusion. 33-32, Alton on top. It'll be 2nd and 11. We'll have Lady Rams volleyball coming your way as they take another knee. Lady Rams volleyball coming your way Monday night on AM 940, 96.5 FM. Lady Rams regional play against Marion, 6 o'clock. We'll have it for you. No video, unfortunately. As the Redbirds take a knee, they leave the field. And then our final score is going to be the Alton Redbirds 33, the Mount Vernon Rams 32. We'll take a break. We'll come back with your Egyptian Spine Clinic postgame show. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Looking for a bank that fits your lifestyle? Discover People's National Bank, where convenience meets value. With mobile banking services, you can manage your finances anytime, anywhere. Enjoy free checking with no hidden fees, competitive mortgage loans to help you find your dream home, and specialized ag and commercial products to give you an advantage in managing your business. Experience banking made easy and affordable. Visit People's National Bank today and see the difference. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Joe's Pizza and Pasta is the people's choice for favorite Italian restaurant.
Mark Thursday night on your calendar for all-you-can-eat spaghetti, garlic sticks, salad, and a drink for only $8.
Come taste homemade recipes passed down through generations so that every dish is packed with love, tradition, and incredible flavors.
Experience pasta the way Nana used to make it. 819 Jordan Street, south of the square in Mount Vernon.
Joe's Pizza and Pasta in Mount Vernon. Traditional,
but unlike any other.
You've seen prices rise from the dinner table to the pump, but Allstate agents are seeing ways to save you money on insurance. From starting a new policy to bundling coverage or even driving safely, Allstate agents know how to maximize your savings. They'll share their knowledge as they help you personalize your coverage. Because when it comes to seeing all the ways to save, Allstate agents do it best.
Contact Mount Vernon's Allstate agent, Paul Shields, today.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Maybe you're trying to save a buck or impress your girlfriend. And drain the oil here. Oh, man, come on! And done, I guess. That doesn't sound good. So much for do-it-yourself.
DIY projects can be fun, but don't put your car or yourself at risk. Come to Quick Lube on Broadway in Mount Vernon. They're faster, friendlier, and cleaner than the rest.
This is Mount Vernon Rams football from WMIX Sports. The Egyptian Spine Clinic postgame show starts now.
Postgame show presented by Egyptian Spine Clinic and Dr. Salem off of 34th and Broadway in Mount Vernon, just across from the Western retail branch of People's National Bank. We appreciate their support here on 94.1 WMIX and the WMIX Sports YouTube. The Mount Vernon Rams season comes to an end with a come-from-behind stunning loss. The Alton Redbirds 33-32 is your final score. Of course, we'll talk about a little bit more in the stats coming up, presented by Michael Croce and Edward Jones, but Jay Sean Staples surpasses the 1,000-yard mark here in 2024 to wrap up his sophomore season, and some great seniors close out their career here tonight. 3-6 will be the final record, but we'll talk about it coming up next. More Egyptian Spine Clinic postgame show to come. First, a quick break. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Pain in your back, neck, or spine can be serious. Maybe it's time to make an appointment with the doctor who's been doing complex spine surgeries and orthopedics in Mount Vernon the longest, Dr. Salem at the Egyptian Spine Clinic. When you make an appointment with Dr. Salem, you see Dr. Salem, not an assistant. He can pinpoint the problem and discuss options. With the region's top personal service for you in a time of need, Dr. Salem at the Egyptian Spine Clinic. Ask your primary care provider to refer you to Egyptian Spine Clinic across from P&B on South 34th Street in Mount Vernon.
I'm Michael Croce, your Mount Vernon Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement that our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Michael Croce of Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Mount Vernon Rams on WMIX. Call 618-244-5990 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Hi, I'm Marty with Huey and Newell Funeral Homes. No one wants to stay where the pain is. Our natural instinct is to fix it or make it go away. There are some kinds of pain that never completely leave. They can, however, change over time. We're here to help your family begin a healing process and to help you see there's light that shines through the darkness. We are Huey and Newell Funeral Homes, showing compassion and helping others find hope now and many years to come.
Streaming worldwide on the Section 618 app, this is Mount Vernon Rams football from WMIX Sports.
94.1 WMIX. You're watching live on the WMIX Sports YouTube tonight. The Mount Vernon Rams fall to Alton here on the road, 33-32. With Tyler Williams, I'm Chris Hugo on this Egyptian Spine Clinic postgame show. Of course, Dr. Salem and Egyptian Spine Clinic, proud supporters of the Mount Vernon Rams. And if you have neck or back pain, see the longest residing spine surgeon in the King City, Dr. Salem at the Egyptian Spine Clinic, 34th and Broadway in Mount Vernon. Time now as the Rams fall 33-32 for the Michael Croshen, Edward Jones postgame stats.
Yeah, starting for the Alton Redbirds, Elliott, the running back, had 145 yards and 1 touchdown. Williams, the runner, had 39 yards, 1 touchdown. Stampley had a 15-yard run. Smith, the quarterback, had 3 yards and 1 touchdown. And Josiah Stewart had the 1 run for 4 yards. Smith, the quarterback, had 92 yards, was 8 for 15 and 2 throwing touchdowns. Stampley had 21 yards receiving and 1 touchdown. Taylor had 55 yards receiving and 1 touchdown. And Elliott had 16 yards receiving. And for the Mount Vernon Rams, Staples finished over a 1,000-yard mark for the season, had 145 yards here today and a touchdown. Jefferson finished with 30 yards rushing. Kessler finished with 59 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. And Malachi Mays, the quarterback, had 28 yards and the touchdown in the second quarter. Malachi Mays finished 4 for 9 for 59 yards and 1 touchdown throw to Amari Rose, which was a 6-yard touchdown throw. Jay-Sean Staples finished the day with 35 yards receiving, and Nolan Mast had a 10-yard reception as well. And those are your Michael Croshen stats of the game.
There you go, Michael Croshen, Edward Jones. Your 401k is likely one of your most important assets. Edward Jones can help you understand how your retirement assets fit into your entire retirement picture. Michael Croshen, Edward Jones, member SIPC. We'll take a break, come back with your Mount Vernon Culver's player of the game on this Egyptian Spine Clinic postgame. We'll also have one final Tony Wilt State Farm scoreboard update. It's the Rams. Well, actually, no, let's reverse that. It's Alton 33, Mount Vernon 32, your final score. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Ready to take the road less traveled? Hi, this is Chris Wilson at Munkin Toyota in Mount Vernon. We have 8 brand new 2024 Toyota Tacomas in stock and ready for adventure. Choose from the rugged SR5, the sporty TRD Sport, the refined Limited, or the off-road powerhouse TRD Off-Road. Right now, get an incredible 5.9% financing for 60 months, plus discounts up to $3,000 on select models. Visit Munkin Toyota just off the interstate in Mount Vernon today, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. MunkinToyotaMountVernon.com.
You need insurance to help protect things that mean a lot to you? You need coverage that's affordable because we all have a budget? At Country Financial, we get it. For close to 100 years, we've offered insurance and financial services to help protect what's most important to you and to help prepare for your future. Best of all, I'm here to get to know you and find solutions for your budget. In other words, we've got your back. I'm Josh Finley, your local Country Financial representative. Call me at 618-242-4024.
Culver's of Mount Vernon has your new career, a rewarding one that can send you home with a big fat wallet, as big as one of their butter burgers. Starting pay is $15.25 an hour. Yeah, just to start. If you're a student looking for some extra cash, maybe you're a parent who sent your kid back to school and is looking for a job. Apply today. Go to culvers.jobs and search for Mount Vernon, Illinois, or apply in person at Culver's at Veterans and 42nd and Mount Vernon. Join the Blue Crew today at Culver's.
This is Mount Vernon Rams football from WMIX Sports. The Mount Vernon Culver's Rams star of the game is next.
Welcome back on your Egyptian Spine Clinic postgame here from Alton Public School Stadium. Chris Hugo, Tyler Williams alongside as the Alton Redbirds victorious over your Mount Vernon Rams and come from behind fashion, 33-32. Tyler, simple thing, simple pick. Mount Vernon Culver's player of the game, easily the seniors. The class of 2025 will walk off this field for a final time the end of their football careers, and I, for one, salute every single one of them.
No, absolutely. I mean, like Coach Mink said at the beginning of, in the pregame that, a lot of these seniors have been a part of a lot of wins. This is third year here, been a part of a lot of wins, 2 playoff appearances. kind of created that, foundation for these guys and these underclassmen coming up here in the next few years. So, appreciate these seniors. Congratulations to them on a great season and a great career here as Mount Vernon football players.
Cool off with a sweet treat or warm up with George's famous chili or some crispy, tasty cheese fries. Head into Culver's of Mount Vernon at Veterans and 42nd and fill up. We're going to wrap this thing up before we get to our final thoughts with the Tony Wilt State Farm scoreboard update. Collinsville was leading Triad 34-17 with 2:26 to go. That was about 25 minutes ago, and I'm sure that one's over by now. Sycamore all over Cahokia tonight, 52-14. Johnston City claims the Black Diamond title with a 28-6 win over Carmi-White County. Centralia for sure headed to the playoffs, 35-19 winners over Effingham. Marion beats Mattoon 55-34. And it looks like Bree Central beat up on Heron 50-6. And Flora beats Chesterfield-Waltonville 22-16. That scoreboard update presented by Tony Wilt, your State Farm agent in Mount Vernon. Find him in that red State Farm Jeep about town and get to better state with State Farm. It was a thrilling season for the Mount Vernon Rams. We saw a record go. The single game rushing record belongs to Jay Sean Staples. He goes over 1,000 yards on the season. 3-6 year here for the Mount Vernon Rams. It comes to a close tonight. Tyler, any final thoughts on this 2024 campaign?
Yeah, I mean, just the final thoughts of the year is that, obviously we said all year that we were young. And I think playing those young players in these varsity games, in these key moments, against Waterloo, against Marion, against these close games here, against Alton, will pay dividends going into the next few years, especially next year. And so, that's kind of where I'm standing right now. Obviously, it stings to lose in that fashion on the last week of this season. But, personally, my thing is, all these young players getting that experience in the varsity setting will pay dividends for the Mount Vernon Rams football program over the next few years.
Well, it will. And, of course, a young team will gain some experience and get another year older heading into next year. And, of course, we say goodbye to some great seniors that helped carry this program into a couple of playoff runs, or I should say a playoff streak of getting to the playoff twice in the Dan Mings era. And this team will come up just short. And we've heard in the pregame interview, I don't think you heard it this time because of my error, but last week I know, to get to the 05s, and that's kind of the measuring stick of Ram football, to get to the 05, sometimes you need an 04, and the 2004 Rams were 3-6 before that 9-0 turn in 05. Well, it's been a great run for Mount Vernon Rams football. 3-6 will be the final record for Tyler Williams, for Jeff Crow, for Devin Finley, who helped out a time or two as well, for R.J. Price, who I know filled in on a game, for Natalie, for Sawyer, for Rory, for Shauna, Jinx as well, I believe, all had Rams football broadcasts as well. I'm Chris Hugo. Your final score tonight, the Alton Redbirds 33, the Mount Vernon Rams 32. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and thank you to our sponsors. Good night from Alton.
This has been Mount Vernon Rams football on WMIX and the Free